We got the great food. We got the inflatables. Thoughts on today's game?
We're gonna beat the shit out of them.
Woo! You see this right here? How do you feel about today's game?
We better win, that's all I know.
How do you feel about Dak Prescott after last week's performance?
Dak Prescott has been very consistent with the division. He has took us back-to-back 12-5 seasons. You know what I mean? He has winning records above. You can say what you want about the past 7 years, but on our division, he has been owning it for years.
Are you a Dak rider or are you a Dak hater?
Before he broke his finger, I was a rider. Now, nah. They need to let him go now.
You know Dak Prescott's watching this right now, right? Actually follows the CanFan podcast.
Look.
Woo! Let's go!
Let's go, baby! Cowboys Nation, son! Let's go! Cowboys Nation represents! Cowboys Nation represents! Let's go! Get out of here!
Crack him if you got him.
Crack him if you got him, son. All day, every day.
Crack him if you got him, Seattle.
Here we are at Lumen Field. And is that a Harry Potter reference? Maybe. I don't know. I've casted a lot of Lumen spells.
Lumen videos.
We want to see Deuce represent. We want to see him repeat. I want some repeats. And I don't need 3 beats if they repeat.
I don't need 3 beats.
I don't need
if
3
they
beats.
repeat.
If they repeat. Let's go.
You don't think we're gonna make the postseason?
Maybe wild card.
So this is the.
Whoops, I went to myself already. Boosh, baby. Yeah. Soloing it today, fellas. For a little bit. You can kind of see the game going up here. Got the battle station to myself. Before we do anything, we got to get one of these in them, son. Go ahead and crack them if you got them, kids. Here we go. Cowboys football is back, and we couldn't be more excited. The season officially about to kick off, and I'm pretty jacked up about it, guys. We got back from training camp on Friday, late. Actually, we got back yesterday at 2 a.m. Adam and I flew in quite early, and AJ headed on to Mexico. So right now, I'm holding the fort down myself. At best, Bandwagon Boy 1 will be here soon. Well, I say soon. I don't know, maybe an hour or two. So here we go. I got to do it. I got to roll it myself, and I don't mind it because I got chat. A lot of the time, I don't get to converse with chat, so this will be a good time. We're even going to give you guys little teases of this so we can see the screen as it's going on. I'm excited. Every year that I do this, I get more and more excited for the preseason. When I first became a Cowboys fan, you know, preseason just seemed like that annoying thing that you had to get through. Chat, give a shout out to chat right now. We got Bot G, Eric, Boots on the Ground, who is currently at the game. Shout out to Eric. Got Bandwagon Baba in the house. AJ Bandwagon Boy 2's up in the house. We got Dawson, David Zuka. Man, we got a bunch of Cowboys fans in here. What channel are you watching on? We're watching on NFL Network right now. So I got to Ad's place, and we had a little bit of a panic because we expected it to just be on regular television, and that wasn't the case. It was not on regular television, so we had to figure out quickly which channel we had to subscribe to. So Adam is now a subscriber to NFL Network so that we can watch the Cowboys-Rams game. They're just going through the pregame show on NFL Network. Preseason week 1, Cowboys at Rams coming up. Chat, I got to ask you guys this. What are you guys looking forward to for this game? What players are you looking to stand out? Defense, offense, special teams? What are you mostly looking forward to in this game? I have a few things. A couple things I'm looking forward to. I want to see what happens with that running back room. See which guy can step up. I think you're going to see a lot of Malik Davis. He had a solid camp. I'd also like to see what our wide receivers can do without 88 there. Are they going to play any of the starters? Aaliyah in the chat saying Trey Lance. I know everybody's excited to see what Trey Lance can do. That's probably been the biggest talking point. They're actually showing Trey Lance right now on the screen. Can Trey Lance pull away from Cooper Rush? I know that's what we're all kind of hoping for. Looks like we got some spammers in the chat. Welcome back to football season. Our main Armando Bega in the house. Crack 'em. I should have brought you in here, Bandwagon Baba. Wide receivers we're looking forward to seeing. CD's not there. Who's going to step up? All the Jalen's were doing well in training camp so far. Jalen Brooks, Jalen Cropper, and Jalen Tolbert. Got to see it against the team. Can't just see it against your own team. Dave Zuka in the chat, and hopefully the Rams don't look bad without Matthew Stafford. I'm excited. We were there for the scrimmage game on Thursday. Not even a game. It was just a scrimmage practice. And the excitement was there. And it's going to be cool to see if any of the dudes that were stepping up during the scrimmage will step up today. You can get a lot out of preseason. People say that the games don't matter, but they definitely do matter. They're super important. They determine the depth of this team. We're just here on this Sunday, first Sunday of the year with Cowboys football, and it feels good to be back. 4:35 till kickoff. Feeling good. Oh, I can't wait. I'm excited. Get to see the new kickoff rules. We're gonna be able to see what the Cowboys are thinking as far as return men. Will you see Turpin? Am I wearing a Turpin jersey right now? No, I'm not wearing a Turpin jersey. I'm wearing I don't know if you'll see it on this cam, but I got the Romo. I'm rocking that 9 Romo, son. We're back, boys. Screech shot. Hey, if I wasn't the only one in studio right now, I would definitely agree with screech shots happening. But we'll get the boys. AJ will be back for the Wednesday show, the main event. Ad should be back at some point during this game. So Bandwagon Boy 1 will be back manning the fort with me. It's a little overwhelming right now, but that's all right. How about on defense? What are we looking forward to on defense? A lot of our answers were to do with the offense, with the running backs and the wide receivers and the quarterback, but defense has to go out there too. Cowboys are looking to kick off, so we're live. Here we go. We might be delayed a little bit because we're streaming through NFL Network. The first time we get to see the new kickoff rule. Are you excited? Aubrey boots it. And that's a touchback. So I'm still not completely sure on how the rules work. So this is a good way to find out. Sean McVay and the Rams offense are going to get the first crack at this. We made it. We made it past the offseason. We made it past the offseason, baby. That feels good. Woo. I'm interested to see if the Cowboys are running their number ones on defense. The Rams quarterback looks like a little twerp. He's under center. Trying to see what the Cowboys are rolling here. Okay, Marshawn Nealon from the end position with a decent little run stop. Nealon's a guy that we've all been excited for. There was a little bit, some people were a little bit mad that they didn't go a different position, but with that Sam Williams injury, that Marshawn Nealon pick is looking genius, and we're going to need him to step up. So, Leah, Isabella is saying it means the Rams start on the 30. Jenkins, come on, Rodgers, don't let me down. Rams 2nd and 8. Going to be a pass. Dropping back, looking to his right, letting it go. Ooh, right open in the middle of the field. Tackled by Kalen Carson. Wake Forest cornerback. Nice ball. cleared the zone and then just cut across. Looked like they were running man, and they just had a nice play call. Kalen Carson, who had a really good camp so far, was right on him, but it was caught for a first down. First down, handoff. There we go. Overshown, baby. Tackle on the line of scrimmage. That's the guy that we've been waiting for, and all of us have been jacked up about. Marshawn, Overshown, man. He looks beefy. He read and reacted. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see out of these defensive linebackers, man. Something that was missing from the Cowboys defense last year. You just saw it with the Marvarian Overshown with a nice tackle. So now they're at 2nd and 8. Play action pass, rolling out to his right. Dips it out to the flat, well, little out route. Not much there. So it's going to be 3rd and about 4, 3rd and about 5. You got Junior Fiocco out there playing defensive tackle. That's interesting to see. Ultra Cowboy. Carson getting cooked by scrubs. Here we go, 3rd and 4. Can the Cowboys force him to a punt? Can't give him any yards here. They're in Cowboys territory. They just do a little draw play for nothing. Again, Marshawn Nealand up in the business, baby. That's what we like to see. Look at him. Marshawn Nealand. You like to see this. Marshawn Nealand making a play, a couple plays. You like to see Demarvian Overshown making a few plays. Are the Rams going for it here, though? 4th and 1, they're going for it. Can this defense step up? We saw them do it live at camp a few times, but there's hitting. This is a whole different ball game. Can they stop them here? 4th and 1. Are the Rams going to go? They do. Little play action. He's got wheels to the outside. Come on, boys. You got to hold that outside. You got to hold that outside contain. You can't let this skinny little dweeb run like that. Let's see if I can kick this guy here. There we go. I think I did a little mod action there with the spammer. Okay, 1st and 10. Don't like to see them picking up first downs, especially when you held them to 4th and 1. You just got to make one more big play. Up the middle, decent run. This little bowling ball. Don't know a ton of the Rams players' names, but that's all right. Cowboys football is back, and it feels good. 2nd and 6. Haven't seen much pressure on passing plays. They've been using a lot of play action and rolling their quarterback out to the right and left. And then, of course, on that 4th and 1, he scrambled. Ooh, offense move or did defense jump? What are you going to call? Illegal snap offense. Move him back, baby. So it looked like Mozzie Smith was out there that last snap. I'm going to be watching. I want to watch a lot of Mozzie. That's a guy on defense that I've been looking forward to watching. See if he has improved over last year. We know Mozzie's rookie season was nothing to write home about. I'm excited to see what he does here. So you got Mozzie and Nealon on manning the line. 2nd and 11. More than likely a passing situation. Yep. Shotgun empty snap. I want to see what the defensive line can get for pressure here. You got Fiocco. They bring a blitz. Oh, you got to make that tackle. Breaks the tackle, and it looks like he's gone. Oh, nice pop. Damone Clark. Not too sure why the hell he was way down the field, but that was a nice pop. Couldn't really see who got broken. The tackle that was broke. We're going to see the replay here. Just an easy slant route. You got to make that tackle. Eric Scott Jr. with the missed tackle. That's something you never want to see. You never want to see those missed tackles. You got to wrap him up. You got to take his legs out from underneath him. And that's an issue with training camp where you haven't tackled for, since you guys have been going. They haven't been tackling since they've been in pads. So this is their first real tackling game since last season, and you might see a lot of missed tackles, a lot of broken tackles. Had the coverage, too. Like, the coverage was all right by Eric Scott, but you got to wrap the guy up. Rams in the red zone. Come on, Mozzie. Let's see what you got, Michigan boy. Let's see what you got, Mozzie. Mozzie and Fiocco in the guts. I want to see some flowing from the linebackers here. Rams just do a screenplay. Mozzie Smith tracks him down with the help of Damone Clark for a tackle for loss. That's the shit we're talking about right there, son. Tracking him down, Mozzie. Get out of here, Scott. You little bum. Great play by the defense. Read and react. So, Bot G saying it was almost picked in the end zone. I guess we're probably a play behind. I'm going to do my best not to look at chat again during a play. Let's see who almost picks it off here. 13 drops back. Oh, yeah. Off his hands. Give us 10 push-ups. Give us those push-ups. You get your hands on the ball and you don't come away with an interception. That's push-up. That would have been a tough interception, though. Come on, Bell. I mean, that would have been a tough catch. All right, bend and don't break. Held them long enough to hopefully keep them to 3. We're going to see this next. I don't know. Is it going to be Cooper Rush or is it going to be Trey Lance to start the game? I imagine they give Cooper Rush 1 or 2 series or 2 to 3 series. And then they'll roll Trey Lance out with the same core. Bandwagon boy, 2 in the chat. You're not wrong. Overshown picking up right where he left off. We like to see that, baby. That 13 jersey sure is going to look nice on you, AJ, when you buy it. I just like to see linebackers making linebacker-type plays. Tackling behind the line of scrimmage with Damone Clark, like Damone Clark and Mozzie Smith taking down Scott on that screen attempt. And then Overshown making a tackle. Wasn't behind the line of scrimmage, but it was for a 2-yard gain. Those are the things we're looking for. That's what we like to see, guys. 3-0. Rams are up 3-0. Let's see what the offense can do for the Cowboys. Again, keep an eye on who's returning the kick. Is it going to be Cavante Turpin? We saw Rico Dowdle out there returning a little bit of kicks. We've seen Jalen Cropper at camp returning a bit of kicks. Are they going to roll out Turpin or are they going to wait for the regular season? A couple years ago, we all remember Turpin having that return punt and that return kickoff in the same game. But I think that was against the Chargers. I don't think it was against the Rams. Can't 100% remember. Ultra Cowboy, wait till we bench Clark from Mariste. And hey, man, could happen. Leah Fowl has looked good at camp. Bot G, let's go. Boots is about 14 drinks in, so if I call after the game for a post-game reaction, don't answer. Bot G is on location as per his name. He is at SoFi, a.k.a. AT&T West. Doing what he does best, boots on the ground. Hopefully they score more than the Chargers yesterday. Ultra Cowboy, my first drink since the draft. Hey, props, Ultra. Probably lost a couple pounds cutting out the booze. Good work. Jenkins, did Lamb remove all Cowboy stuff off his socials, or is that a rumor? I believe it's true. I've seen people posting some stuff. He was posting him and his college teammate, Hollywood Brown, and him, and not having any of the Cowboys-related pictures. So I don't know what you can take from that. Cowboys are going to get a deal done. Rams 3-0. They marched, picked up a couple first downs. By the numbers, Rams roster heading into the preseason, 6 players over the age of 30, 4 players featured on PFW's all-rookie team, 13 free agent additions with 403 games of starting experience. EJ Savage is up in the house. What's up, bro? Football's back, baby. Cowboys football is back. We did it. We made it through. We slugged our way through the offseason, creating content the whole way, and now this is what we get. We get the best part of the year, football season. So you had Cropper and Tyron Billy Johnson back there returning kicks. So no Turpin. Cooper Rush coming out. Let's check this out. Big Mike calling some plays. I'll say this. Mike McCarthy looked like he slimmed down a little bit in person. I'm going to give Mike credit where credit's due. He looked I'm not going to say skinnier. He looked less fat. But he looked like he's lost a couple pounds. So good work, Mikey. Cooper Rush starting off. Rico Dowdle out there. That's interesting. Like to see what he can do with a couple of these plays. Little draw play up the gut. Picks up, oh, yes, 9 yards. Great run by Rico. He was running hard like that at every camp practice we were at. And you're always like, well, they're not tackling in these training camp practices. But that is good to see. Cooper Rush, 19 for 26, 179 pass yards, 1 touchdown last year. Let's see if he can. Is he going to fend off Trey Lance in this preseason? That's probably the biggest talking point. Another handoff to Rico Dowdle. Nice tackle. Great tackle, because it looked like he was going to have a little bit of scampering. The bonfire, let's go. We appreciate everyone that's up in chat today. Don't forget to like this video. Gets us out there to more Cowboys fans so we can all hang out. Cooper Rush unloading, looking deep. There it is. Jalen Brooks picking up right where he's left off in camp. What a ball. Airing it out. And it was thrown behind him a little bit. That could have been a touchdown if he pushed it a little bit further. Nice catch, though. A little bit of PI even. I think he was grabbed before the ball got there. I love to see it. I love to see it. Rush hour time. Now a handoff to Rico. Tough run for about 3 yards. So no Ezekiel Elliott. We didn't see Zeke start out at all, which none of us really expected to see. Let's check out this offensive line once we get a shot back on the field. I want to see who they got starting. I know Brock Hoffman was out there for the big pass to Jalen Brooks. Looks like Chuma Edoga on manning the left tackle position. And is that wingspan Willetsko at the right, or is that Steele? It's tough to see. Cooper Rush dropping back. Oh, little bit tumbled and fumbled by Cropper. Can anyone make out who the right tackle is? 70, is that 78? Is that Willetsko? Chat, is that Willetsko? 3rd and 7. Got to make shit happen. Let's see what you got, Coop Rush. On the 12-yard line. Get that first down. You got to go for at least the first down marker. You don't necessarily have to go for a touchdown. Cooper looking down the middle, letting it go to the right. Not a very good pass. Not sure if that was a throwaway or a miscommunication with the offensive wide receiver. Went off his first read, then looked to his right. Might have just, Cooper Rush takes a big pop. TJ Bass getting burned. Cooper Rush getting killed. That's a good hit. 4th and 7. Aubrey time, baby. Automatic Aubrey. Let's see where you left off. Money. It's getting to that point. That's the time you can go grab a beer, is it when Aubrey's about to kick it. Got ourselves a 3-3 game. Sean McVay. Okay, let's see if this defense can stop him. Not a bad first drive. Most of the plays came off most of the yards came off the one play, but Rico Dowdle had a couple nice runs. That's promising for a guy that's going to be getting a lot of touches this year. Rico's probably going to get over 200 touches this year. So if he can get that illustrious 4 yards per carry, we're laughing. Between him and Zeke, if between Zeke and Rico Dowdle, if they can have, I'm going to say 15 touchdowns, we'll all be stoked. And it's possible. Both those dudes run hard. Chat, what are your thoughts of the first two drives? Who stuck out to you, or who stood out to you? Who didn't? We know Ultra was kind of bashing Kalen Carson a little bit. Jenkins, hope you got your beer close to you. Usually Stat Boy's throwing you the touchdown passes. Yet, I got my case right beside me. I'm rolling solo. For right now. BWB2 or BWB1 will be back at some point. Stat Boys having a couple cervezas down in Mexico. Bought G's live at SoFi. We're spread out right now. CanFan is spread out. Spread out like an OnlyFan page. Cowboys offense got out there and they matched what the Rams did. Could have been a touchdown pass. Cooper Rush led the ball a little bit more. He needed to just push that ball a little bit more. Which would have been, if Cooper Rush came out and aired out a 85-yard or 75-yard bomb for a touchdown. I will say this, and I know there's a lot of people that are Trey Lance fans, and we don't have anything against Trey Lance. It's just he hasn't shown anything for us to be excited for Trey Lance. So I need to see Trey Lance when he gets to the field show us for why we should be excited about him. Because right now he can't even beat out Cooper Rush for that QB2 spot, and a lot of people are calling for him to take over for Dak Prescott. So before we run, we got to walk, and walking is beating Cooper Rush first. So now we're at first kickoff that we get to witness. Bot G, guys, I met and interviewed Billy McDonald, voice of the Lakers, sent you the video. Yeah, Bot G, I'd love to get that on, but I'm already heavily overwhelmed doing this stuff. But we will check it out. Matthew Stafford getting interviewed right now. Didn't get to watch too much of Matthew Stafford in the scrimmage just because they were on the further field most of the time. Let's see what the Rams got on their second drive. They got motion. Little hand up the middle. 4 yards. Marquez Bell with the tackle. I'll say this about our safeties. Our safeties have gotten better. Our linebackers have gotten better. I'm hoping our defensive line has gotten better. I'm expecting the Cowboys to be a lot better on stopping the run this year with their starters. Jenkins Gaming, in my honest opinion, if Rusher Lance, it's a rebuild. We should have done that before preseason started. You're not wrong. 2nd and 6. Drop him back, looking to his left and airing it out, and it looks like that's gonna be a penalty, maybe. I think that could have been pass interference. Cowboys might have gotten away with one. I have to see the replay, but he looked pretty draped over him. Might have to see this. Oh, they're not going to show it. I was kind of hoping they would show that angle again. Love you too, Boots. 3rd and 6. Dropping back. Can they get a 3 and out? Up the middle. Intercepted. Marquez Bell, baby. Playing the position he should be playing. You overthrow it in the middle like that, it should get picked every time. So he missed the one in the end zone, but then he got the one in Rams territory. I love that they're interviewing Matthew Stafford and their quarterback throws an interception. I don't know, I just find that funny. So get Stafford off the screen and let's see. So this is a Rams broadcast It's in SoFi, so it makes sense. So Cowboys have it in Rams territory. Well, Coop Rush and the boys come back out. I guess we'll wait and see. Gotta love seeing that pick, though. Marquez Bell back in his original position. Safety. We all like him better at safety. He had a few really good games at linebacker last year. The issue is he's not big enough. He has a harder time taking on fullbacks or even pulling guards. It's an out-of-spot position for him as a hybrid safety linebacker. But now that he's at safety, when he's in there, he can make that play. And he can focus on pass protection. He doesn't necessarily have to think run first. Because you got Damone Clark ahead of you. You got Overshown ahead of you. You got Eric Kendricks ahead of you. Like, you're going to have these dudes, these big Cowboys linebackers ahead of you to pick up some of those blocks. 3-3, Cowboys in Rams territory after that interception. We like that. We like that a lot. Who's going to score the first Cowboys touchdown, chat? I want to hear who's going to score the first Cowboys touchdown. Not in regular season. We're going to do preseason. Who's going to get in? Who's going to get paid, Ertz? Bought G's at the stadium saying Trey Lance is going in. Rolando Rodriguez, Cowboys CanFan, what's up from Texas? Cheers, crack 'em if you got 'em. Go Cowboys. Rolando, always appreciate you coming in here, man. It's always a pleasure. This your first time ever being in a Cowboys CanFan live stream? We do this every single Cowboys game. There's usually more than just me. I'm usually on the couch just drinking. Bandwagon Boy 1 and Bandwagon Boy 2 are more than likely going to be flying the Millennium Falcon. But I'm here holding it down today. 3-3, 4:21 left in the first quarter. Cowboys going to get a chance to go up by 7. Trey Lance in there, first snap. Nice little pass. Jalen Brooks, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. Jalen Brooks has something. Jalen Brooks is something. Trey Lance, 2023 preseason with San Francisco. He went 22 for 33, 285 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Let's see if he can get on the board here with the Cowboys. Handoff up the gut to Malik Davis. Don't think he got a lot there. We call them Bandwagon Boys because before we started the show, I was the OG Cowboys fan and they were going to produce the show. But after talking Cowboys football every day for the last 4 years, they're Cowboys fans, but they'll never lose the moniker Bandwagon Boys. They're not Bandwagon Boys. They're Cowboys fans, but they're still Bandwagon. They're BWBs, if that makes sense. Let's see what they got here. 3rd and 1. I imagine they go for it if they don't pick up the first, but Malik Davis easily picks up the first down. Another guy at camp, whenever he touched the ball, Malik Davis just looked like he had another gear compared to the other players. First and 10. Trey Lance, play action, looking down. Dumps it to Schoonmaker. Not a great throw. And this is the problem. We hear about Trey Lance's athleticism. Then in that situation, I would like to see him try to use his athleticism. Try to beat that one guy. Instead of forcing a throw. Fuck. I mean, it could have been a catch too. It wasn't a terrible throw. He had it right on the money. That was a catchable ball. Now we're in 2nd and 10 behind the sticks. Timeout. Cowboys get a timeout. They're going to take us to a TV timeout. Jenkins Gaming, I got that same jersey, Romo jersey. Looks so clean. BW2, Rico was shifty, but Davis definitely had something extra in his pop. He did. He just looked fast. So I want to see if that carries on because the running back room, it's packed. There's a lot of players that could be that third down back or that third squad back, QB3. So these preseason games are really going to tell you. Dallas timeout. They didn't like what they had to call. Mike McCarthy was like, I'm not doing this. I know I've said this multiple times, but crack him if you got him, son. Let's go. Oh, shit. I forgot I had Field Tracker I could have had up. Trey Lance going deep. Going deep to Peyton Hendershot with no avail. Hey, man, I'm rooting for Trey Lance here. I want to see him light it up so that we can trade him for a 5th or 6th round pick. Got him. 3rd and 10. Not in field goal range either yet. Oh, yeah, they are. Aubrey could make this kick, so just try to get some yards. Lance stepping up. Yeah, use those legs. This is what we want to see. See, this is something he can do that Cooper Rush can't. And this is what I meant with that one pass. That's the wheels that everyone sees and the athleticism that he brings. It gives another angle to his game, but you need to see him do it like that. Great play by Trey Lance. Great play by Lance. Jalen Brooks in motion, going up top. Trey Lance looking to his left, goes to his right, doesn't like what he has, dumps it off to Malik Davis. Malik Davis with a little cutback. Solid pickup for about 5 or 6 yards. This is a good play. He was... the defensive player had him right in his sights. Did he take the hit? Oh, yeah, he took the hit. Got the ball gone, though. It's a nice play. Trey Lance, back-to-back nice plays. Pitch out to Malik Davis. Malik Davis, can you get to the edge? No dice. Rams players everywhere. Sworn by Rams. By the light blue and yellow. By yeast. I just got to you like an infection, is what he's saying. Yeast, that's kind of gross, bro. Malik Davis didn't have much there. Had no chance. Third and 5. Can these Cowboys get in? Who's going to be that first person to get pay dirt? Lance drop him back. Oh, there was definitely a hold by the offensive line. Pretty bad that they didn't get that holding call. If you watch the right tackle here. Oh, man. Not too sure how that wasn't a holding penalty, but that's okay. Cowboys going for it on 4th and 1. 4th and short. That's a long one. Interesting to see their what the Cowboys roll out with here. Is Lepke going to be out there slanging and banging? Give Trey Lance just a QB draw up the gut. Chat, we are back, baby. Cowboys football is back. Sean McVay, can his defense step it up? I'm going to go ahead and say no. I'm thinking a Cowboys touchdown coming up. Give it to Lance. Let him use that big body up the middle, baby. Nice drive by Trey Lance, though. Did they have a short field because the defense caused a turnover? Yeah. But he still made a couple nice plays. That scramble was nice. Then he's had a few decent throws. That little dish out to Malik Davis was clutch. Nine seconds left in the first quarter. Cowboys are 4th and 1. Okay, so they just need 1 yard to get a first down. So that's why. So it's not even for a touchdown. It's for a first down. Trey Lance, little air to the back of the corner. Man. Cropper had his guy beat, man. You got to just take a little bit more air off that, and that's a touchdown. I'd like the aggressive call. Oh, man, he had him beat. Cropper had his man burnt like toast. Cowboys go out with no points on that. Do you guys not think they should have just ran it up the middle? Chat, should they have just ran it up the middle? Given it to Malik Davis or even tried an RPO like Ultra said would have been good. Gives you the option. They knew where they were going right off the hop there. Run it up the gut, man. You don't got to get fancy in those situations. Coaches try to get a little bit too fancy. Even though if they throw a touchdown there, we're all stoked and we're like, great play call. But there's there's way more risk with that corner route than there is just trying to run it up the middle. Rolando Rodriguez in the chat. Cowboys CanFan, run the damn ball. 1 yard. Go Cowboys. Crack them if you got them. Go Cowboys. He ain't wrong. I hope everybody out there in Cowboys Nation's cracking them on this fine Sunday. Bandwagon Baba agrees. Run it. AJ's also saying run up the middle. Get the one. Get the one. Get your next set of downs. Jankin Gaming saying tush push. Why not? Bocce agrees. Stupid Trey. Tell them Roro. So chat's pretty much in agreement that we should have ran it. Again, that's easy to say when the incomplete pass happens. Touchdown happens there. We're all jacked up and jacked off, but we saw it happen. The risk versus reward in that situation is just so much different. Just didn't have that touch that he needed to for that. Blue Virus is in the house. What's up, buddy? If it was a regular game, he's saying, yeah, but this is preseason. See what they got. Okay. I like that outlook of it too. See what Trey can do. And now the Rams offense has to go 98 yards, 97 yards for a touchdown. Yeah, Trey could have checked out, but he's probably trying to showcase. Trey's probably trying to showcase his talent. He wants to be throwing the rock, and I don't blame him. I like to see a guy that wants to take the game in his hands, especially when this could be your last big chance to start for the Dallas Cowboys. So he's going to want every opportunity that he can get. He's just got to make them work, not incomplete. Captain Cowboy, let's go Dallas Cowboys. Okay, the Rams, third offensive possession. What can they do? They got a long way to go. Run it up the gut, get stopped. Mozzie Smith's still out there. It looks like you're rolling mostly twos. Sans Mizey. Mazzy. I called him Mizey. That's the end of the first quarter. Kilo C quoting AJ's one of the most famous CanFan clips to date. Wide open. How the fuck is he wide open? BW1, get a safety. It's that easy, LOL. Chat, what did we think of the first quarter? Who stood out to you? Hasn't been a lot to see yet. I would say if I had to pick, Cooper Rush only had one series. He had a nice deep ball. Showed that he's been pretty solid. Cooper Rush is just always going to be that solid player. Rolando Rodriguez, Cowboys CanFan. The Cowboys stopped them to a punt. Turpin goes all the way. Cheers, crack him if you got him. Go Cowboys. I don't know if you're going to see Turpin out there, Rolando, just because he's pretty much set his spot as that return man. They might be trying to find second fiddle to him. Turn a gun dam. Sell the team, Jerry. You're lucky. Jerry Jones tunes into us, so you have a direct line to Jerry's face, I guess, because he's reading. He's not hearing it. But, yeah, sell the team, Jerry. Is what, man, guys, the Jones family is going to clutch this team until the end of time. Jenkins Gaming, Vaughn is hurt right now. We didn't see him all week at practice. He was out warming up and he was out doing some work, but we didn't see him in pads at all. Captain Cowboy Cooper Rush is over Trey Lance, and that's something interesting. I'm going to run a poll right now, and I'm going to ask Trey Lance or Cooper Rush or Trey Lance, just to see where everybody's at. Let's be crazy. Let's get a poll going. Why the hell not? Cooper Rush or Trey Lance? We're live polling, baby. Let's see where everybody stands. You ain't wrong, AJ. The Jones are going to clutch this team like a rich woman clutches her pearls. Back at SoFi, Rams are starting. They're at their 4-yard line. Didn't get much on that first down. 2nd and 9. Dropping back, throwing it to his right. Nice easy pickup. About 4 yards, 3 yards. Nice coverage by Kalen Carson. They call Kalen Carson Seatbelt Carson, is what his nickname, I guess, at Wake Forest was. I'll have to see it before I start calling him Seatbelt. Rams start off in shotgun with the running back to the left. 2 wide receivers to the left, tight end in the slot position. Can they pick up this 3rd down? And that is a weird-ass looking throw, but it was completed. Eric Scott giving up 2 big first downs now. When you get a team backed up that much in their own zone, you cannot give them that 3rd down. There is a flag on the play also. Possibly roughing. We'll see. The Zebras are chatting. What kind of noise does a zebra make? Is it like a horse? Do they neigh? Eric Scott Jr., not only has he been burned twice now, he's also gotten a stupid penalty. That is a dumb penalty. Not happy with that play. It's fine to get beat, but then to get a personal foul on top of that, not great. Looks like they took him off the field. Possibly a punishment. 30's back in the backfield. Scott, is he going to get a chance? Play action, rolling out to the right, dishes it out, wide open. Couple easy pickups by the Rams offense. This is a good play. Show the run, roll out, give your quarterback an easy read. Not entirely sure what linebacker that was, but instead of following into his zone, he kind of stopped and watched the quarterback, which freed up the wide receiver, bringing us to 1st and 10. Still in Rams territory, mind you. Handoff up the middle. He's got some room. Getting some pump in those legs. Solid 6 yards. Scott churning out those legs, man. Churning them like bata. He's churning those legs like bata. Getting a lot of work. So you're seeing the Rams, their 2s here, getting a lot of work into the 2nd quarter. So Scott picked up 7 yards on 1st down, giving the Rams a 2nd and 3. The defensive line's getting just abused. Defensive line, all 4 guys got pushed off the ball. There was no penetration. No penetration. by the Cowboys defensive line there. Look at this. Nothing. Scott didn't get touched until he had about 10 yards. That was a good run. Good play. I need to see this defensive line look a little pissed off. Ronnie Rivers is on the sideline laughing, saying, man, these Cowboys defensive linemen are a bunch of bums. So now Scott's out. That's a little bit better. Only a few yard pickup. Jenkins is saying Adoga hurt again. We'll have to monitor that. Oh, preseason crack'ems just hit different, James. You know they feel good. Cowboys football's back, baby. Preseason crack'ems and streaming, count me in. I'm game all day. Handoff. Roll out to the right. Dishes it out. Kalen Carson again. So Kalen Carson and Eric Scott Jr. haven't had the greatest quarters yet. Still, it's a long game. Nice ball. I still, guys, what is the quarterback's name? With the screen, I can't. Okay, Bennett. Bennett's throwing that shit. Jenkins is also saying, yeah, Todd Archer said that means it's true that Adoga was hurt. Interesting. Do we see Guyton come out then next shift? Alrighty. Maurice Leafau up in there. Evans didn't pick up the first down. What do we got? A 3rd and short? Got to get tough. Oh, 4th and 1. They went for it. He tripped. What the fuck is the Cowboys defense doing there? They didn't even look ready. He picked that up because the Cowboys defense just was not even close to being ready. Look at this, man. No penetration by the Cowboys defense at all. After the running back trip, too. They pick up the first down. Sean McVay looks like he just invented fire. He's so happy. They're close to the red zone, not quite in it. Just on the fringe of it. Handoff, up the gut, cuts back, has some wheels, stumbles for a 4 to 5 yard pickup. Scott checked back into the game. So the running game, one thing that us Cowboys fans were worried about going into the season is, will our run defense look better? And again, these aren't our starters. You don't even have Nealand out there anymore, and Nealand on the first 2 drives was making a big difference. So it's hard to really gauge how a team's run defense or run offense is going to look after the first preseason game, but you'd still like to see the Cowboys defense have a little bit more fight in it. They're getting blown off the ball every time. Not the greatest throw by Bennett. No chance, luckily, because the receiver had separation. Whittington was open, just didn't get the ball. Can the Cowboys bend and not break again? This has been a long drive. Don't forget that this drive started off on the Rams' 3-yard line. They've had multiple first downs. 3rd and 6. Get them off the field. Draw something up, Zimmer. Zimmer brings the heat. And there's an almost touchdown, laid out for it. Couldn't get his hands on it. The Cowboys brought a blitz, bringing Maurice Leafau up the middle, brought pressure, and it worked out for the Cowboys. You can see, or no, it wasn't Leafau, it was 55. Willie Harvey Jr. with the blitz. The ball was just thrown a little bit. Did he trip? Did the Rams receiver trip or did he dive? Yeah, Bennett was a very good player for Georgia. Viliami Fioco Jr. showing up. Cowboys and Trey Lance are going to get a chance to go down and take the lead. So we're halfway through the second quarter. Everyone's enjoying themselves. Appreciate everyone that's come up in here today to hang out with me on this Sunday. Watch some Cowboys football. Have a couple crack'ems. Shoot the shit. Just a good time. And while you're at it, if you haven't liked the stream, go ahead and give that thing a like. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that too. We will do this every single Cowboys football game going forward this season. We'll also continue doing our Wednesday night main event show. And now I guess the Sunday service just ends up being the game day. So we do go live usually about an hour before any live stream. Today was a little bit different because we didn't have the crew here. But we're normally live an hour before a game. Have guests on, other content creators from all over the league. It's not necessarily just Cowboys content creators. But we got big hopes for this season, not only with the team, but for CanFan. So we appreciate everyone that's stopping in, tuning in. On this offense, I'd like to see Trey Lance get a couple things moving. I wouldn't mind seeing him run again. That was exciting. Is Malik Davis still going to be the running back, or do they start rolling in Snoop Connor, Nathaniel Pete, a couple other guys that look decent in camp? Not going to see Deuce Vaughn today. Not going to see Royce to 5'9". They're both injured. They were both working on some things. Jenkins, I don't believe Cooper Beebe had been in there yet. I'd only seen Hoffman. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a little bit Beebe action this next drive. I find it hard to believe you'll see any more starters for the rest of the game from the Cowboys. Is this Guyton's first series? We're going to see. He was off with an illness most of the week. So is he going to get a chance out there? I would like to see some Guyton. Tyler Guyton. Let's see what happens. So another kickoff. AJ, appreciate it, baby. Appreciate it, man. Can't wait for you to be back. You guys are going to be holding down the fort next week when I'm in San Francisco. Another touchback. So the league changed the kickoff rules to prevent all the touchbacks. We've only seen one been brought out. So maybe we all had high hopes that this new kicking formation was going to see more returns. I guess we'll see. Right now we're batting the league average. I think only 25% of the kicks have happened. Trying to see it. I believe BB's in there now at center. Kind of tough to see. Little play action by Trey Lance. High throw. That's a sail. He sailed it. Thoughts on CeeDee Lamb's contract negotiation situation? I just want the Cowboys to get it done with. Sign the guy. Get him in here. He's your best player. Pay him like he's your best player and get it over with. Yeah, BB's in there at center, pointed out the will or the mic. Trey Lance gets the snap, stares down Jalen Cropper. Cropper picks it up, tight ropes it down the sideline. Can't complain with that. That was a nice catch and run. But now you got a decision. What are you going to do here? 3rd and 1. Are you going to do a corner route again? McCarthy, you bonehead. So the Cowboys they're coming out lined up in shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers out to their left. You got David Durden, 85, checking in, and they just give it to Malik Crash Davis. Looks like he picked it up. Moved the chains. It's kind of what they should have done on the goal line situation. Right now, I don't know what everybody else's stream's doing, but they're giving us a coach's cam. It's like, fuck off. I don't want to watch Sean McVay. I could do without the coach's cam. SoFi, give me my big screen back. Cowboys 1st and 10. Lining up with a fullback. Oh, nice penetration by the Rams defensive line. That's the difference here. You're seeing this Rams defensive line break the line of scrimmage. Cowboys defensive line was not breaking the line of scrimmage at all. They were getting pushed back. The Rams just picked up a nice tackle for loss for a minus of 2 yards. Crash Davis had no chance there. No chance there. Eric Wallace, appreciate it, man. Thanks for hopping in. Trey Lance on the move again. Looking downfield, airs it out. Nice passing catch. David Durden. His name is David Durden. Jenkins, is it Bostic as playing center right now? Because it's hard for me to see who's lined up right now with this stupid coach cam thing. It cuts off half my screen. That's not good if that's the case. Cowboys 1st and 10 after that nice Trey Lance run and throw. Let's see what we got. Trey Lance 1st and 10. Is it going to be a play action? Nope. Crash Davis up the gut with a nice little scamper for 5 yards. .633 left in the second quarter. 2nd and 6. Trey Lance with a nice drive so far. In Rams territory. Got to get at least 3. We got Snoop Connor checking in. Let's see what he can have. A little play action. Trey Lance dishes it out. Has John Stevens Jr., big camp favorite of ours. Guy that we thought was going to make the team last year and then had that ACL tear. But he looks big. He looks lean. And he just picked up a nice first down. Could he be the 3 tight end? We don't know. It's going to be a battle between Peyton Hendershot and John Stevens Jr.'s to see who can be that tight end 3. I like that play, though. David Durden up top. Jalen Cropper in the slot. Trey Lance dropping it back. Throwing it to Cropper. Slinging it in there. Easy first down. Nice throw. All right, Trey. Okay. All right, Trey. Let's see this. Couple nice passes by Trey Lance. Couple nice reads. Keep it moving. Simplify it. Don't do anything stupid. And you have to get at least 3 points. Eric Wallace, no, Pete has not been in the game yet. I do expect to see him at some point today, though. He got a bunch of carries in camp. Trey Lance dropping back, gunning it, bobbled, and then caught by Flournoy. Doesn't look like he caught it. Was that a catch or did he bobble it, guys? This fucking coach cam is killing me. This coach cam is just killing me, man. Why do they have this SoFi coach cam? Can someone, they better not do this shit during regular season play. Trey Lance dropping back, dishes it out. Oh, had a man. Had Davis open. Threw it a little bit out of his reach. That would have been a big gain. Trey Lance looking to his right, gunning it, gets popped, but stays up. 3rd and 10. Come on, Trey, don't stall now. Can't be stalling here, Trey Lance. You got to pick something up. Minimum 3 points. Touchdown would be nice. Stutters, doesn't like what he has, dishes it off to Malik Davis, who drops the ball. Not that he was going to pick up much after that. Not great. Not great, guys. 4th and 10. Again, this is where I'd like to see Trey Lance use a little athleticism, use his feet to extend the ball. You don't necessarily need to throw the ball there. Use your legs and try to pick something up. That's going to be your best chance to beat out Cooper Rush, Trey Lance, is if you use your athleticism to pick up big third downs. So, yet to see it with Trey Lance. He had that one nice scramble in the first quarter. I'd like to see it a couple more of those. Let's see if Automatic Aubrey can do it. Again, if you need to grab a drink, this would probably be your best time to go do it because you know he's booting that thing in between those yellow posts. No doubt about it is Automatic Aubrey doing it. James is not liking this Coach Cam. I just don't understand it. I'd rather you have Matthew Stafford Cam or any of the players. Who gives a shit about Sean McVay? Why does Sean McVay have a Sean McVay Cam? Makes no sense. Jenkins Gaming, just happy I don't have to hear any kicker drama this year. I guess that's a good thing, right, Cowboy fans? It is. We famously said last year that the Cowboys kicker was not on the roster at training camp last year. And that just shows how much we know because Automatic Aubrey ended up having one of the best kicking seasons in NFL history. And in training camp when he was missing last season, we didn't believe he was going to be on the team. So I'm glad we were wrong about that. So we got a 6-6 ball game. Nothing crazy. There's been that one big play by Cooper Rush. The Rams and the Cowboys, other than that, have just petered out a little bit. They're getting the yards in between the 40s, but then they get to the red zone and they don't get much after that. So BB is in there playing center. Our baby, BB. Have to watch a closer watch on. I'll have to be paying more attention on shotgun snaps with BB then, because that's been the main thing coming out of camp is he was having some issues with the snaps out of the shotgun formation. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. So far, they've all seemed pretty good. AJ's going to shotgun a tall boy if we hit 100 streamers. Yeah, he is. We're going to hit 100 streams. Appreciate everyone in here. We're going to be doing this every single Cowboys game. And it makes it a lot more fun when we have everybody in here slumming it up with us. Ultra, so far, his takes are Lance has been moving the ball. Cut candidates Eric Scott and Malik Davis. Jenkins Gaming, how close are you guys to 17K? Very close. We are very close to 17K. I would be surprised if we don't hit 17K today. We appreciate that little humble brag, giving us that serve up there, Jenkins. Appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you could be the one that gets us to 17,000 subscribers. We would really appreciate that. So we got another kickoff. We're going to get a return on this one, which is nice to see. And they got some speed. Ooh, he had some room there. They're doing a little bit of a rookie spotlight on Jared Verse, 19th overall pick in the 2024 draft out of Florida State, two-time first-team All-American, two-time first-team All-ACC. That guy is a beast. Kind of fell a little bit. A lot of people thought he was going to go higher than 19, so the Rams got a great player at 19. .445 left in the second. Still rolling their same offense. Little rollout. Whittington with the ball. Picks up about 5. Jared Verse obviously not playing. The Rams' first 3 picks, Jared Verse, Frisk, and then, why can't I think of the little running back out of Michigan? Blake Corum. Great first 3 picks. Braden, yeah, okay. So let's see what happens. 2nd and 4, handoff up the middle. Again, no penetration by the Cowboys D-line. The offensive line is just beating them up. Got to see this defensive line do something. Haven't seen it yet. Want to see a TFL. Got to be competitive off the line of scrimmage, man. If you're not competitive off the line of scrimmage, you're going to be in for a long season. Long season. 1st and 10, handoff up the gut. Just no push. Like, Wheat, what are you doing? 91, just getting bitched. I need to see some beast mode here, guys. I want to see this defensive line go beast. You're fighting for your job. Your jab. You're fighting for a jab here. Come on. These hogs, these linemen for the Rams are just beating you down. Play a little bit of toughness here. 2nd and 8. Have some pride. Get a little TFL action going. Play action. Roll into his right. Easy. Throws into 3 men. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That almost had Pick City written all over it. That was close to Pick City, USA. Watch this. Rolls out. Goes for 84. Nobody there. Coulda, shoulda been intercepted. Give me your push-ups. I want to see your push-ups. Stetson Bennett, still out there. Drop him back, looking right to his right with no one. Oh, big pop. Nice hit, but come on, guys. That was a nice hit. He stood in the pocket, delivered. What a pass. Nice pop. Wanye Thomas with the laying the wood. Needed to be there about a second earlier, though. Ultra's wondering, does fat-ass Zib know what a blitz is? That's funny. We call them nipples. So the Rams are now in Cowboys territory. We got 2-minute warning right now. Stetson Bennett doing pretty good. He's marching. Again, though, this is kind of what we've been seeing. They march between the 20s, and then they slow down once they get into the red zone. Mike Dunn saying the defense sucks. I mean, it's hard to tell, man. It's hard to tell. None of these guys are ones. So preseason is less about the team as a whole and individual players and individual moments. So take what you will from that, Mike Dunn, if that is your real name. Ultra saying Bell should have a few picks. Not wrong. AJ's saying the same thing. Ultra's saying Zim is playing conservative to evaluate the players, which you have to. You have to play conservative in the preseason. You're never going to be able to tell what a defense looks like in the preseason. You're going to be able to tell what individual players look like in individual situations, but you're not going to be able to say if a team is shitty or not because of preseason games. You'll be able to say if a player is. Jenkins is thinking that Bell is looking nice and that the Cowboys are stacked in the backside. Let's just hope. One takeaway I'll have right now. One thing I'll think about right now is that I don't like the penetration that the Rams defensive line's getting, and I don't like the penetration that the Cowboys D-line isn't getting, if that makes sense. Mike Dunn, Eagles got 2 touchdowns. Thanks, Alex. That's how I imagine Mike Dunn sounds. Mike Dunn, we appreciate coming in here, rucking it up. It's always fun. We appreciate people in here talking shit. Gotta have it. It's part of the game. 2-minute warning. Rams marching. Can the Cowboys stop them, or will the Rams go up going into halftime? Yet to be seen. Yet to be seen or known. You're never going to tip your hand as a coach either. As far as Mike Zimmer, like Ultra already said this with Zimmer kind of playing conservative, and it's true. Rolando Rodriguez in the chat. Cowboys CanFan. Trey Lance isn't a starting quarterback. Can't get a touchdown on backups. Cheers. Crack him if you got him. I believe you're right, Rolando. I don't think Trey Lance is a starting quarterback either. And Mike Dunn, Eagles will win the NFC East in all capitals. Think your caps lock button's stuck there, buddy. Remember when the Eagles should have won the NFC East last year and then lost 5 of their last 6 games? Now that was funny. That was a colossal collapse. Like, sure, the Cowboys losing in against the Packers was bad, but the Eagles were like on a slow burn of losing, and it was really fun to watch. So, how's everyone feeling about the backup defense right now? You got Fiocco playing right end here. Can he get a little action? Can he get a little penetration? Let's see a TFL. Little pitch out to the left. Fiocco doesn't have the wheels to get there, but he helped out. Eric Scott Jr. knocking the running back out of bounds. I like that. I'll settle for 2 yards on a play. If you pick up 2 yards, okay. I just don't like seeing a running back run free up the middle. We can't see that. We can't have that happen. I don't care who's on the field. You can't have a running back just run up the field untouched. So that was a good play by the defense on first down, forcing the Rams to a 2nd and 8, which puts them behind the down and distance. They decide to run it up the gut again, and that's not terrible by the defense. Marquez Bell, again, why is Marquez Bell up there making the tackle? Where are these linebackers? Where are these defensive linemen on this? Now it's going to be 3rd and 4. If I'm the Rams, I'm running it again. If I'm the Rams here, I'm running 2 plays. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. But on 3rd and 4, I'm running it right up the gut. I'm going to either get the first down or I'm going to make it a nice and manageable 4th down. The Cowboys haven't shown that they can stop an inside run. That's exactly what I'd be targeting. 3rd and 4th. They run up the middle. The Cowboys finally get there. This is what we like to see, baby. That's what I want to see. That's the first play we've seen where the Cowboys defense looks stout. Look tough. The Rams are now in a tough spot here. You're kind of out of field goal range. Doesn't make sense really to punt. Everything's telling me McVay's letting Stenson Bennett go for it. 4th and 3. It's not an easy pickup. Cowboys used a timeout. 1:11 left on the clock. What are they going to do? They're going for it. McVay and Bennett. Double trouble. 4th and 3. What can they got? Do they got this? Someone step up. Mike Zimmer, draw something up. Don't let him get it. They show blitz, drop back, and easy first down. Do they give him it? Yes. Eric Scott, burned. Burn, baby. So they showed blitz. They should have just brought the blitz. That's that play that everyone talks about, Mike Zimmer's defense, when you get both linebackers over the A-gap. Bennett, nice ball again on Eric Scott. So chat's kind of all on board here. Please get rid of Scott. Eric Scott is struggling. AJ's thinking Bell looks good. And then Jenkins Gaming, Scott is doo-doo. Scott has not had a good half. They've had separation every time. 39 seconds left in the half. 6-6. We got ourselves a kicking game, fellas. And ladies. Scott's probably looked like the most obvious liability as of right now. And Bennett's starting to figure that out. kind of seems like they're picking on him a little bit, which makes sense if you're trying to pick up a first down. You're going to go at the weakest link. Can you tell a lot from one preseason game? Yeah and no. Players have off games. So Zakaria Adden isn't sold on Zimmer, saying Zimmer is going to sell this year. He still calls plays like it's 2010s. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what he ends up doing in the season. Right now, he's just trying to get certain things out of certain players. And it's quite obvious that Eric Scott has been the liability so far. But we still got 2 halves of football when the real battles start. Because Eric Scott Jr. more than likely making the team. Kalen Carson definitely making the team. But once you get into the third and fourth quarters with the fourth and fifth stringers, that's the battles. That's where if a guy steps up and gets an interception or is locking people down, well, maybe next preseason game you see him out there instead of a guy like Eric Scott Jr. Do we know who that's going to be? No. We also just traded Rashawn Wright for a Vikings player. So it'll be interesting to see how soon he steps in and possibly takes over for a guy like Eric Scott. Aaliyah saying the thing is Eric Scott is always there to get the stop, but he's a tad late. Poor guy. Yeah, he's just got to still work on it. Just got to keep working on what he's got. Preseason football is back. We will be live streaming next week's game. I believe the Cowboys are playing the Raiders. Bandwagon Boy 1 and 2 will be here. I will unfortunately not be, but we're going to have coverage the whole game. Every single game. I might stop by. I might stop by in the digital world. But we still got some time left in this first half. Will the Rams get that 3 points or can they get it? Can they get 7? 1st and 10, Rams drop back, airing it to the end zone. Nice coverage. That's great coverage by 43. Hall with the nice lockdown action there. Get these Rams off the field. Make them settle for 3. 34 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Matthew Stafford watching the field thinking, can this Stenson Bennett guy do it? Can he get a touchdown here? I would love to see a pick 6. Bennett dropping back, looking to his right, switches downfield, looks to the middle. It's picked! Run! Eric Scott Jr. Totally redeems himself. We were all just slagging him. We were all just slagging Eric Scott Jr. and he just came alive. I was hoping. I was cheering. Hey man, that just shows you can get down, but you can't get out. We were all bashing Eric Scott Jr. Let's see what he did here. Is it the throw or was it the play by him? Oh, it was, they bracketed a player and Bennett didn't see Eric Scott just sitting right down. I'll take it. Trey Lance doing the old Romo roll out to the left, looking down, throwing the ball to no one. 16 seconds left. Do the Cowboys try to push? In preseason, yeah, you don't just run the clock out. You go try to get a touchdown, try to get a field goal. Push that ball. $16 seconds left. Come on, Trey. Let's see what you got. Push the ball downfield. Call a timeout. Never mind. The Cowboys have used all their timeouts. Just air it out. Get on the ball. Try to get a... Oof. Trey Lance with an overthrow to Malik Davis. I've noticed that he has issues throwing these short little passes. Just a tiny little out route there in the flat to your running back. I feel like most of us could make that throw. Put us in. 12 seconds left. Do they go conservative and just hand the ball off, or do they try to be hardcore? They're trying to be hardcore. I like it. Steps up, rolls to his right, looking downfield. Just let it fly. Instead, he's trying to run it. Cowboys are unfortunately going to punt here. Didn't see much, but the defense at least prevented the Rams' offense from scoring any points. So we're going to have a tie game going into halftime. 6-6. I want to say the Cowboys start off with the ball. Pretty sure they kicked off at the start of the game. I mean, that was all of what, 2 hours ago? I don't remember what was what. Oh, man. 4th and 6. The Cowboys are deciding to go for it here. That's an interesting call. Is it going to work? LA called the timeout. They weren't expecting it. 4 seconds left. Very surprising. I would expect them just to kick the ball and go into halftime, because what's really the benefit? Ask yourself, what's the benefit to going for it here? Can Trey Lance throw the ball that far? That'd be a big ball. I would love to see it. Win me into your hearts, Trey. Okay. They're lining up. 4th and 6, 4 seconds left. It's a 60 yards to the end zone. That ain't an easy throw. Lance dropping back. Rolling out. Get it deep. Go for all of it. And he just throws it short to Malik Davis. That's a little underwhelming. AJ's letting us know that the Cowboys kicked it to start the game off. We got a 6-6 ball game, guys, going into halftime. Chat, what do you guys think of the first half of Cowboys football of the 2024 seasons? Ups, downs, lows, rounds, spins, jumps. Who was good? Who was bad? Funny enough, we all would have said Eric Scott was bad in the first half, but just before halftime, he saves at least 3 points. So you got to give him some credit there. Then you got Trey Lance. Trey Lance's stat line right now, 8 for 17, 78 yards, 23 rushing touchdowns. Then Stetson Bennett, 12 for 20, 110 yards, 2 interceptions. So those 2 picks aren't great. The issue is there's been 2 interceptions and it's still 6-6. I'd feel a little bit more comfortable if the Cowboys had put one of those drives into the end zone. Like to see a little bit more John Stevens Jr. this half. Nothing really, just not much has stood out as far as the Cowboys go. Like, there hasn't been someone that you'd say has been the best players for the Cowboys yet, at least. Seen a lot of Trey Lance. You're going to see a lot more of them. You're going to get Trey Lance for the next 2 quarters. And yeah, the competition's going to get less, but so are the guys in front of them. AJ's thinking Bell's looking good. Hope to see a new rotation of dudes in the second half to get more game speed looks at the rest of our squad. Yep. Yeah, I agree with that, AJ. I'd like to see some more of the squad. Kilos says there's a lot of sailing going on. There's been a couple sails. Aaliyah Isabel need the pass rush to play better because they're not getting a lot of pressure. I agree with that. Michael Clark. That's the only love I can give Trey. He didn't throw a pick. Yeah, and that's not really saying much. The big play for the Cowboys offense came from Cooper Rush on the first drive where he found Jalen. Jenkins' game and Cropper, I say, has been good. Michael Clark agreeing with that. And Aaliyah Isabel's thinking Malik Davis has been good. So a lot, yeah. The Rams have been weird. Like, the Rams have had no issues marching up and down the field. It's just they get into the Cowboys' red zone and completely stall. They threw 2 interceptions inside of Cowboys territory and then held for 2 field goals. So I'm liking that. I'm liking that this defense, I'm good with the bend, don't break. I don't care if you give up a bunch of yards as long as you're not giving up touchdowns and you're turning the ball over. So 6 points at half and 2 takeaways, that's a pretty nice ratio. Bandwagon Boy 2, if Lance had a better completion ratio, I'd be impressed, but he's had a great start considering my expectations. Aaliyah is saying Cooper Rush ain't did much either. If y'all going to critique Trey Lance, then be fair. Cooper Rush was only out for 1 series, though, and he did have a big ball. So it's hard to really compare the two. They both need to have the same amount of drives. So it's kind of tough at this point. But we'll see what happens. Trey still gets 2 quarters. He could completely ball out. I do like what I've seen with Trey Lance's legs. He has some wheels. He has some torque in him. And that's one thing that Cooper Rush 100% doesn't have. So that'll be nice to see. Michael Clark saying he doesn't like Richards as a guard. He's getting beat a lot. Math, what's up, buddy? 2024 season has begun. Love to see you here in chat. Aaliyah Isabel, yeah, but Cooper struggled outside the big ball. And Michael Clayton, Cooper Rush had 1 series, and Math is wondering where Clayton is. Clayton is currently in Mexico, so I'm holding the fort down. Holding the fort down, hanging with the Cowboys nation, having a couple crack'ems, enjoying the fact that football is back for the next 8 months, 7 months, whatever the hell it ends up being. Rush stat line was 2 for 3 for 44 yards. It's tough going into this second half what you're going to really try to look for. You want to see Trey Lance getting a couple more completions. I'd like to see him extending the play. The main thing on defense I want to see from the Cowboys is to stop getting beat at the line of scrimmage. I want to see their defensive line get a little bit of push. It's nice that we've had a couple turnovers. You can tick that off the box, which is nice. B units up in the house. Good to see you boys back. How was camp? Camp was awesome. We had an amazing time. We were lucky enough to get set up with Visit Oxnard and Ventura County Coast, and we had a blast. It was a good time. A lot of fun, a lot of chatting with Cowboys fans, getting to see a little bit behind the scenes of how the organization does their stuff. So we had a blast. It was definitely a good time, and I'm glad we went down. Bobby Blair is asking, sorry, I don't keep up much with Cowboys news. Has Dak signed a new deal yet, or are the Cowboys weighing their options? No, Dak Prescott has not signed a new deal yet. It's reported that they're working on something with him and CeeDee Lamb. I'd be surprised if those guys aren't signed before the season, realistically. But as of date, it has not happened. Next week, we got the Raiders, Cowboys versus the Raiders. Excited to watch that. Are you going to see more or less of the same thing? More than likely. It's going to be a heavy dose of Trey Lance. More or less, I'm expecting not much more. Like, you're not going to see starters, in my mind, next week. You might see the occasional guy, but you're not going to have the main unit out there as much. Preseason week 2, they're showing the Cowboys at Raiders, Saturday, 10 p.m. I don't know if that's just what on NFL Network's time they're playing or if that's the actual time. And that's got to be EST. So that'll be interesting. I just love being here, chat. Love having you guys out here. Love football being back. It's a little bit of it's a slog. We all know as fans, it's a bit of a slog in the off season, having to force yourself to watch baseball or hockey or basketball to pretend like you like them, but just realizing that football's not on, so you're just basically coping. That's how I feel when football season's not on. I'm just coping. I'd like to see some John Steven Juniors this half. I have a feeling he could be a very good player in this league. I like the size he has. He can block, he can catch, he can run. His knee doesn't look terrible. Looks like he's bouncing back from that ACL quite well. Math is asking in chat, which games are CanFan going to? We're going to be hitting up the San Francisco 49ers game in October. I believe it's October 27th in San Francisco. We'll be traveling down to that. And we'll also be hitting up the Thanksgiving game. Correct. We'll be hitting up the Thanksgiving Day game. I can't wait to hit up the Thanksgiving Day game. It's another trip that we love to do, and we're excited for it every year. The San Francisco game, I don't really know what to expect. I hope they don't get their asses kicked. I hope it's competitive. Either way, it's going to be a good time. Anth without BWBs might be a better show. No, it's not. It's not nearly as fun. I have way more fun with you, with the bandwagon boys in here. This, I just feel like I'm dattering on. Blah, 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 blah. It's crazy. I'm a Braves fan, and all I could think about after Green Bay was preseason. Man, that's football. It has another gear. I was watching the NHL playoffs, and they were fun and stuff, but all I was thinking was Cowboys football. And now we're back. Golf. You could watch golf, I guess. If you're really hurting. The Olympics helped a little bit too. I mean, the Olympics were fun to watch. We got Peelzy VR Rams fan up in the chat. What's up, man? Appreciate the subscribe, man. Go ahead and like the stream. It helps us out. And we're always other team friendly. Unless you're an Eagles fan, then we tell you to go fuck yourself. But we have no issue with Rams fans. Appreciate it up in here. Michael Clark saying he'll see us at Thanksgiving. We can't wait. Last Thanksgiving was a great time. Met up with a lot of other Cowboys fans. It's always a good time. It's always nice to chat with Cowboys fans and see their perspective on stuff. And right now, I'd say it's pretty divided. Well, we even have a poll going right now on the chat, Cooper Rush or Trey Lance, and we got 61% for Cooper Rush and 39% for Trey Lance. So, I mean, that's a pretty split vote. So it's always fun to see that. Peelzy VR, the Cowboys will never be the Packers. I think he meant beat the Packers after we just demolished you guys. I love that I tell this guy that I like him and that I have no issue with Ram fans, and then he's a dickhead, but whatever. Sounds good, Peelzy. AJ, it's great commentary, Anth, but BWBs bring some heat. Oh, yeah. The BWBs are bringing that spicy meat is what I'd like to call it. We're just waiting for the second half to kick off here. I get a couple more crack'ems in me. Get my heat brought up. They're showing some highlights right now of the Broncos-Colts game, which is a pretty high-scoring game, 34-30. A lot higher than the game right now. 6-6. Anyone expect it to be 6-6 after 2 quarters? I sure as hell didn't. I thought we would have seen a touchdown from someone. Does it open up? Is it surprising that it's only 6-6? I was expecting at least, maybe 14-10. I'm still subscribing to you guys, even though I'm a Green Bay's fan, and this game is a blowout 6-6 in the third quarter. All right, well, PLZ, we appreciate it, man. B-Unit. Kevin Garnett, anything is possible soundbite would be great for the wild unexpected plays at AJ. Yeah, that would be good. Soundbites are fun. That's something that I don't have right now. I would be overwhelmed with the soundbites. And you know what they would be good for? Just a nice little break to not have to hear myself. But you win some, you lose some. I'm actually going to look around at ads settings here and see if I can find where he keeps his sound bites. Oh, did I find them?
Well, I guess bad hands just runs in the family.
Oh, shit. I got me some sound bites, baby. Second half kickoff coming up. And we're excited. Pretty boring. I'll just say it was a pretty boring first half. The two interceptions were the best things that happened. Those were the most exciting plays of the half. I guess the Cooper Rush deep bomb was exciting, but besides that, just seeing a lot of yards with no delivery. Sean Springer makes a nice point. Low energy from this team, offensive and defensive. Definitely, I've noticed it on the defensive line the most. The D-line just looks like they have no urge, if that's the right term. And we're back. Kickoff is happening. Rams just kicked it off, and looking like it's getting brought out. Cropper's got some speed, runs into his own man. Sorry, that's Tyron Billy Johnson. He had some speed, and it looked like when he first initially ran into his teammate that he was going to be able to bounce it outside, but wasn't able to. Trey Lance checking in again. Spanny Ford. So now we're getting a lot of the threes in here. We're getting a lot of the threes, getting deeper into the depth chart. Looks like Malik Davis is still at running back, which is a little surprising to me. Nice pickup by Davis, a few yards. I would like to see a little bit of Snoop Connor, and I'd like to see a little bit of Nathaniel Pete. I know what Malik Davis can bring to the table. I want to see if those guys can bring a little bit more. So we'll see what happens going further into this half. Cowboys 2nd and 6. Malik Davis still beside Trey Lance. Nice little throw. Picks up the first down to Spanny Ford, tight end. Nice quick pass. Cooks is out there on the sideline. Not in gear, clearly. That's another player I'm excited to watch this year. Cooks in second year in Cowboys in this system, this Mike McCarthy system. But right now we got Trey Lance and his ragtag bunch of wide receivers, and they give it to RPO. Trey Lance keeps it. He's got some wheels, man. I will say that. Trey Lance has some wheels. When he's running, he's big and fast. So that's exciting. Another first down into Rams territory. Trey Lance with the keeper. John Stevens leading the way blocking. Picks up a nice block. Trey Lance uses those legs. Burn and turn. A lot of wide receivers to the top of your screen. Lance looking directly over to Ryan Flournoy, who fumbles it. Luckily, it rolls out of bounds. You got to tuck that shit in. You got to catch that, and you got to tuck that shit in. You can't just be expecting to not get hit.
Well, I guess bad hands just runs in the family.
Luckily, the ball rolled up and out. 2nd and 1. John Stephen Jr.'s in motion. Trey Lance hikes the ball, gives it to Malik Davis, who scampers. Picks up a nice couple yards. Third and 3. Cowboys' first opening drive is looking pretty nice. They're moving the ball, but this is a situation that they've been in prior in this game. They get to this spot, and then they peter out. You need to pick up this first down. Looks like Snoop Connor's checked in at running back. Lance drops back, quick dish, nice catch, first down. Ryan Flournoy. Tyler Guyton out there manning the left tackle spot, baby. That's a spot we can watch right now. I'm going to be watching that left tackle spot for these next few plays. See how he's doing, because he should be able to handle the dudes that he's out against right now. So we'll check this out. How can he do? Tyler Guyton to the left of your screen. I want everyone to watch what he can do on this play. He had nice pop off the line, completely driving his man back. Not much for Malik Davis to get there, but I was watching Tyler Guyton. He had some nice movement. Second and 9, only a 1-yard pickup by Malik Davis. Got 11:23 left in the third quarter. Cowboys on their opening drive, picking up some first downs, moving the chains. We got Trey Lance under center. I have a feeling he's going to use his legs a little bit more here. Oh, Billy Johnson. There is a flag on the play. BWB2s, let's keep the run game going. I know we don't get to see the QB as much that way, but I want to see these RBs rotate too. You ain't wrong, buddy. You got to know what you have. You need to know if Nathaniel Pete or Snoop Connor have what it takes to be in the NFL. That's why I found it kind of interesting that Malik Davis is still in there, because the Cowboys have a pretty good understanding of what Malik Davis brings to the table in games. I mean, he's been on the team the last 3 years. So it'd be interesting to see if they would move away from him a little bit more later in the game. Cowboys just got a 5-yard penalty. They're back 2nd and 14. Snoop Connor has checked in. I think it was just for the one play because Malik Davis was back out there. So that's going to be 3rd and long. Snoop-a-loop. That's a soundbite we need if he makes the team. Snoop-a-loop. What do you do here? Do you go deep? Do you try to pick up this first? 3rd and 13? So you had a penalty and then you had a very short loss. What do you do? Or gain, sorry. 3rd and 13. Trey's dropping back. He's got his man. He dishes it. Looks like it's John Steven Jr.'s. That's not going to be enough for a first down. Are we going to see Aubrey? You going to get automatic Aubrey out there to take the lead? Or are you going to let Trey bang? Let Trey bang, man. Oh, they're letting Trey bang. We're seeing it. 4th and 6. Empty set. Trey Lance back there. Is he just going to widen them out and then run the ball? Trey Lance dropping back, looking to his left. He's running, looking still. Lets it go. Has someone back there. Threw it into double coverage. 2 players in the same spot. Never like to see that. And again, you're going to give the ball up no matter what if you don't get a completion. So I would have liked to see something just deep down in the middle of the field or in the end zone. The spot that he threw it, this is the issue. The spot that he threw it, there was no way that there could ever be a catch. So in that situation, at least throw to a guy that's in bounds in the middle of the field or in the end zone. At least give them a chance. You're going to lose the ball no matter what. I didn't love that. Pilsy, I'm starting to think that this quarterback is worse than Dak. Dude, Dak was 2nd in MVP votes last year. So from last year's stats, there's 30 starting quarterbacks that are worse than Dak. And then in the NFL himself, there's 100 and something. So I agree with you. Trey Lance is worse than Dak Prescott. Does that mean he doesn't have a spot or a role to fill in the NFL? No. But everybody needs to stop having the expectation for Trey Lance and him taking over for Dak Prescott. Aaliyah, everyone in the comments getting on my nerves. Yeah, you can't let it get to you. Just have a good time. Enjoy it. If you like a player, that's fine. Like, you like a player. Who cares if someone else doesn't like him? I have lots of players that I like that people don't, and I have lots of players that I hate that people like. So I don't think you should worry about it too much. Would have liked to see, again, man, march down the field, no problem. Get into the red zone. Can't do shit. That's the issue. We're marching the ball, but we ain't scoring. And I'm expecting to watch the Rams now march the ball and then not score. Capitan Cups, good job holding down the stream without the BWBs. Watching from New Zealand. Go Cowboys. Hey, appreciate it, man. Question for you. Whereabouts in New Zealand? I lived in Christchurch for about 14 months. New Zealand, beautiful country. Aaliyah, I don't think people understand Trey has only played 1 year in college, and that's really it. Let him grow. He's going to struggle a bit. And that's fine. That's fine for him to struggle a bit. But if the issue I have is that people want Trey Lance to take over for Dak Prescott right now. And that's not happening. Dak Prescott is very far ahead of Trey Lance at quarterback position right now. That's where I'll leave it. Because, yeah, he needs some play time, and he'll get better getting some play time. But Dak Prescott is a much better quarterback than him at this point. Bennett's still in there. Can he get the hat trick? Little handoff to Scott again. Scott shot out of a cannon. Scott shot out of a cannon. Oh, yeah. These crack'ems. These crack'ems are hitting good. Boston Scott, 2nd and 3. Can this Cowboys defensive line... Finally, the Cowboys defensive line with some push. Bennett drop backs. Throws a dime, though. Nice play. There is a flag on the play. Possibly an offensive hold. Because the defensive line had some push. Shit. Oh, offensive face mask. Offensive called. Man, that's you don't see that often. A face mask called on the offense. Can't be grabbing those face masks. So now they're interviewing Kobe Turner on the sideline. And we got Kobe Turner cam, which I'd rather have than Sean McVay cam. Stetson dropping back. Dishes. Nice ball. So it looks like Bennett's found his favorite receiver in this game, at least. It looks like Whittington has been his go-to guy. They got 3rd and 11. This is going to be tough. What we haven't seen a lot of pressure on the quarterback. We haven't seen a sack yet. Wouldn't mind seeing a sack. We've seen a couple interceptions, which is nice, but I want to see some sack lunch, baby. Give me that. Give me that sack lunch. You know what?
Utah, give me 2.
Give me 2. I just missed that play, guys. I'm sorry. They picked up a first down on 3rd and 11. Now you got Boston Scott going for it again. Cowboys defense looking tough this time, though. Cowboys stepping it up in the middle this time around. 2nd and 7. These Rams, though, am I right? These Rams. I'll give a shout out to SoFi Stadium. SoFi Stadium is a beautiful stadium. We were lucky enough to go to the game down there last year for Monday night against the Chargers. That place is insane. That stadium, if you get a chance to go to SoFi for a game, even if it's not a Cowboys game, you should definitely go. It's worth it. It's really cool. Architectural masterpiece. 2nd and 7. Scott again. Ooh, nice stop. Nice tough play by 96. Oh, I'm a dum-dum. I've been thinking of who players are and what players which. I've had this with me the whole time. The Training Camp 2024 guide. That has all the numbers and all the players. Keep that out. So you got Kalen Carson out on Whittington. Whittington has been their best player. I'm going to say it. He's been their best player. Bennett's looking around, moving to his right, and he's just gonna throw it out of bounds. Punt it. Kick it. Get rid of it. 4th and 7. Toss me one, son. Fourth and 7. First punt of the game. 5 minutes left in the third quarter, and we're seeing the first punt. Boots it. Just let it bounce. What a kick. Yeah, but you're in the end zone. That would have been a beauty kick. Eastside Herald's up in the chat. Eastside Herald.
This loser?
Okay, that's our first punt of the game, guys. We'll get one of these for that. Crack them if you got them. Defense looked nice there. Defense looked pretty good. Kalen Carson hadn't been beat. I don't know if Eric Scott's still out there, but they definitely didn't challenge him there. Eastside Herald, where are the other two losers? Except he can't spell where. So, where are the other two losers? We're winners, man. Eastside Herald, we're winners. So we're going to get a Cowboys offensive drive here. It was nice to see them out there last drive getting some yards, but then they sputtered out. I want to see touchdowns. I want to see Trey Lance throw bombs. I want to see John Stevens Jr. catch touchdowns. I want to see Snoop Connor run for 20-yard gains. I want to see Nathaniel Pete do a couple screenplays. We haven't seen a single screenplay. I'd like to see that. I haven't seen a single screenplay. I'm going to be watching a lot of Guyton, though. I'm going to be watching a bunch of Guyton on this drive, everyone. Hey, Eastside Herald, you shouldn't worry about where the other guys are. Just make sure you like the stream, you butthole. Hit that like button, babe. We're just having a good time here. Preseason. The moods are flowing. The crackums are flowing. Feels good. They got a commercial for Hard Knocks on right now. Has anyone been watching Hard Knocks with the Bears? The Bears. Watched the first episode. It was good. I mean, Hard Knocks is always good. It's done very well. Okay, and we're back. 6-6. 5:32 left in the third quarter, and we just had our first punt. That's funny. Cowboys Chris is in the house from the Cowboys Up podcast. Solo today. Great minds think alike. I got my blue Tony Romo today also. Let's go, baby. Everyone's cracking them. Can't wait for my Trey Lance jersey to get here. Trey Lance under center. Come on, Trey. Let's see what you got. Give us something. Give us something to cheer about. Little handoff. Here we go. Snoop Connor keeps it. Ho, 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 ho. The balance. Wow. He should have been dead to right in that hole, but Snoop Connor keeps his feet. There is a flag on the play, so it might wipe out that. But that was nice. On the defense, it's looking like unnecessary roughness. David Zuka's also rocking his 9. They should have showed our Snoop Connor replay. Sorry, Snoop Connor, man, he had a tough run there. Got popped, and he just kept his feet below him. Snoop-a-loop. Oh, good, we got Coach Cam back, for fuck's sakes. Jeez, man, this Coach Cam. This Coach Cam is the worst thing. Trey Lance airs it out. Sail. Throwing to number 80, who's Racy McMath. If anyone was wondering who number 80 was, that's Racy McMath. This Coach Cam, I really hope this is just a SoFi thing. Really hoping. So we got 2nd and 10. Trey Lance. Oh, here's a screen. This is what I wanted to see. It's a shit, man. 90 with a great play. It looks like he came up a little hurt, but that's the screen we wanted to see. I like the way that Snoop Connor looks when he runs the ball, guys. He just looks powerful. He looks powerful. Give him a couple more chances. 3rd and 7. So 3rd and 7 on the 44. Got Tyron Billy Johnson in motion. Trey Lance in shotgun. Takes the hike. Looks to his right. Scans the field. Unloads. Throws it a little low to Billy Johnson. Tyron Billy Johnson. TBJ. Might get our second punt of the game. Very good chance that we're... Shit, man. These guys are going for it. On the 50-yard line. Oh, I love preseason football. Going for it. It's like playing Madden. Going for it on the 50-yard line. 4th and 3. Got Snoop Connor going out to the right. Trey Lance empty. 3 wide receivers to the left. Looking to his left. Cycles back. Gets sacked. Breaks the tackle. Rolls to his right. He's thinking of running it. He tucks it. Not sure if he made it. If he did, that's a great play. I want to see this highlight. Did he pick it up? I thought Lance was sacked here. And this is a thing you get with him. Whoop. Breaks it, looks down, keeps it going. Is he going to throw? No, he's going to run. Ooh, I don't know if he picked it up, guys. It says 1st and 10, and they gave it to him. Whoa. Fat getting some airtime there, baby. Bandwagon Boy 2 with a really funny comment. I got an idea. Let's take up 40% of the screen and show the coach walking around on the sideline. Why? I just don't understand it. It makes 0 sense. And why does it have to be so big? Could you not have just made it like 10% of the screen? So we got 2nd and 7. Might have Nathaniel Pete for his first time in the backfield. I believe that's 36 behind Trey Lance right now. Let's see what he has. They're going to give him a chance. Everyone knows he's a speedster. He got popped. So you're getting that rotation now. 3rd and 5. 2:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Fucking Coach Cam. I want to see McVay all the time. Okay, Trey Lance, drop him back. He's moving his feet. He's scampering. He's got a guy coming up behind him. You got to dish it. Sacked. Not great. Not great there. 4th and 9, lost 5 yards. 4 yards, sorry. Are they giving Aubrey a chance? Or are they letting Trey go for this 4th and 10? You never know in preseason. Oh, they're letting automatic Aubrey go for a deep one. 65-er. 65-yard field goal. Let's see what you got, automatic Aubrey. I know he's got the leg. Here it is. Kicks it. Boots it. It is wide right. Didn't have the distance or the aim. I like the fact that they marched him out there to try it. I don't mind that. That's a good situation to put your kicker in. It was a 65-yard kick, PLZ. That would have been his record. His longest kick prior to that is 60 yards. That's a far kick, man. He, in fact, missed it. So Trey Lance and the guys, again, marching upfield fine, but they end up hitting they hit a little bit of a snag every time. That's okay. We're defense. We're going to see the defense. Might get to see a little bit more of Nathaniel Pete on the next drive. He checked in on that one of the last running plays. Still 6'6". Anyone hoping for a barn burner, we didn't get it. We got a defensive matchup going on. And like PLZ said, it's almost like there are 2 5-year-olds playing Madden 24 and they can't score a touchdown. That's pretty funny. 65-yarder would have been a great kick. Do I like that more than a punt? Yeah, I think you got to see what your kicker can do in the situation. So I don't mind the call. Got a minute 15 left in the third. A Trey Lance arm punt would have been more fun knowing that Otto didn't make it. Yeah, you're not wrong, AJ. Air it out. Worst case scenario, it's an interception. Best case scenario, you pick up a first down. Better case scenario, you score a touchdown. And does that now, do you kind of, if you're ever in a situation where you need to kick at 65 yards, you start thinking, well, not only did he not have the distance, he didn't even have the accuracy. It would have been fine if the ball went past where the distance of the field goal marker is, because then you at least know he has the distance, but he didn't have the distance either. Cowboys Up podcast, big fella. I'm actually enjoying the game watching these rookies. Also, Trey Lance need all the work he could get. You're not wrong, big fella. You're not wrong. Rolando Rodriguez, we learned something today. Trey Lance isn't the future Cowboys quarterback. Cheers. Crack him if you got him. Go Cowboys. And AJ makes a funny crack, or him and Adam playing college football 25. The kicking in college football 25 is damn hard. I would never try for a 65-yard kick in that game. Trip around the league. Mike McDonald for the Seahawks is the youngest coach in the league. No more is it Sean McVay of the illustrious coach cam. Bennett dropping back, has time to pick third pick of the game. What are you throwing at? You staring down the middle of the field like that, man. Third interception. He's thrown the hat trick. Picked by Julius Wood. Man. Bennett just looked at the screen. Man, he was eyeballing the center of the field. You can't do that, man. Oh, the Hattie. I'll say this. I'm glad we haven't seen 3 Trey Lance interceptions. I'll take how Trey's playing over how Bennett is. Those 3 picks, man, you just can't do it. Especially on a first down, son. This is the NFL. Welcome to the NFL. Could this be classified as a welcome to the NFL moment? Throwing 3 picks in your first preseason game? Man, that's not good. Just didn't have the read. He stared the middle of the field down the whole time. Not great. I'll take it, though. 3 takeaways by this defense. A lot of people were worried that with the departure of Dan Quinn, would the turnovers suffer? Would the Cowboys still be ball hawks? And you're seeing the 2s do it. 2s and 3s do it. If you see the 2s and 3s doing it, you got to hope that the 1s will. Granted, you're not going to get the Jalen Hurts of the world and some of the other really good quarterbacks like Matthew Stafford throwing in the middle of the field like that. So Rolando makes a good point. 3 ints, only 6 points for Trey. Should at least have a touchdown. Then you got Peasy. What if it goes to overtime and it's still 6-6? And then one of them just gets a field goal and they win? That would be funny. That'd be funny. And then Sturban, I rather slowly get upfield than getting a pick. Michael Clark also chiming in. Credit to Zimmer's disguise scheme. 3 picks, baby. Give me an offensive touchdown drive, and I'm not too upset about this. Just give me 1 offensive touchdown. Just give us that. So Bob's blitz of the game is Tyler Davis, 5 tackles, 2 solo, 1 quarterback hit, 1 TFL. Pretty good for a big man. That ain't a small human, and he's moving. Let's see what he can do here, though. Is Guyton still in? I'm looking to see if Guyton's still checked in, fellas. Nope, Guyton is out of the game. Okay, nice ball. Now we're getting really deep into the depth chart here. We're getting real deep here. Number 6 with the... Was that 6 or 5? Who just caught that ball? He's not on my sheet here. Cropper played earlier, but he's off because he's higher on the depth. Snoop Connor with the catch. Cropper was out there, but he's been taken off the field a while ago. Stenson Bennett looking like a welcome to... Shit, where's my phone? I got a meme. I got a meme. That's going to be a meme when I get off today. Trey Lance rolling to his right, dishes it off. 47 cuts back, has a couple hits. Doing his thing. End of third quarter. Going into the fourth quarter, tied 6-6. Barn burner. It's a barn burner. Nobody thought it would be 6-6 going into the fourth. I fully expected Trey to at least have a touchdown. But he can wipe that clean. He hasn't played bad. I wouldn't say Trey Lance has played bad. I just don't think he's done anything to change my stance of what my stance is right now between the depth chart of the quarterbacks. It's clearly Dak Prescott, then Cooper Rush, then Trey Lance. And he still hasn't done much to sway me on that thought process. I do like his movement. I like his scramble ability. But come on, we need to put some points on the boards. So we'll see. We got one more quarter left in the first preseason game of the season. And I'm all for it. I don't mind a defensive matchup, especially when our defense has 3 interceptions. Can't hate that. What you can hate is the fact that we have 2 field goals. Because the Rams defense hasn't looked too great to me. We're just lacking a big play right now. We haven't had the chance to get that big play. Think what you will of that. I have a feeling, I'm calling it right now, we're seeing a Trey Lance touchdown. We're going to see it. We're seeing a touchdown on this drive. I'm calling it. I believe I can fly. That's what Trey's thinking right now. Trey's about to fly into that end zone. Appreciate everyone that stopped by this Sunday to hang out with us here on the CanFan show. We will be live streaming every single Dallas Cowboys game going forward into the season. If you haven't already liked the stream, please do that. And if you haven't already subscribed, we would love that also. We'd appreciate it, and much love. Trey Lance back out there. What do you got? Fourth quarter, and they just do a little... Was that a fumbled snap? What? They didn't have the down and distance on the screen. Scott Meager, what up, Scotty? Preseason yawn. We know, man. But we got to get through it. We got to get through it. It's better than no season. I'll take the preseason over no season. All day. But we need to see Trey Lance do something. There's such a hot topic around this guy. And for me to be swayed on how I feel about Trey Lance, I need to see him throw it deep, which he's doing. He's got someone. Billy Johnson overthrown. Had him. Billy Johnson beat his guy. Trey Lance couldn't drop it into the breadbasket. Could we classify that as a sale? I think we could. I think he did. It's always us, Cowboys, Chris. Always us. Trey Lance. AJ's up in here battling in the chat. If I knew he wasn't going to have a delay, he'd be on. AJ's watching the game. He's just in Mexico. And it would just get a little bit too greasy, I think. Nice little pass by Trey Lance. This Fant guy. Is that Fant? That's Fant, right? Fant is a beast. Bot G got his autograph. Talked to him a little bit on the sideline at training camp. He's got that mean look to him. Snoop Connor to the outside. We're criticizing Trey more than anyone just because he's... Anyways, I'm not going to keep doing this. I hope Trey Lance does well, but today he hasn't played well. I would love for Trey Lance to beat Cooper Rush all day. I feel like, I'm going to say this one last time. He's going to score a touchdown on this drive. He might not score it himself, but he's going to throw it. 4th and 6. He's going to get this. Trey Lance, 4th and 6. I do love the fact that they're just going for it on all these 4th downs. Very Madden-esque. He's looking. He's scrambling. Looking up. Doesn't have anyone. Keeps scrambling. He's taken down for a sack. Rams take the ball over. Midfield. Not great. Again, it's 4th and 6. You got to get that ball. You just got to get that ball gone. I'm critiquing him like he's a starter because I get told by people nonstop that he's better than Dak Prescott and that he should be starting over Dak Prescott. And that's just not the case. I would love for him to stay on the team and I'd love for him to turn into a starting quarterback. All I get told nonstop by Cowboys fans is that Trey Lance should start over Dak Prescott. And that's just not the case right now. So I'm going to critique him like he is a starter if people think he should play over Dak Prescott. Again, though, us critiquing a said player, I critique Dak Prescott, too. He's just not on the field, so it's hard to critique someone who's not on the field. But he's still got two more games to prove himself. And I don't think he's been that bad, to be honest. I really don't. He's shown me a little bit. I'm interested to see if they can, what the defense can do. Is it going to be 6-6? Can it end in a tie? I have a feeling we might go through the overtime and no one's going to score. Beasley, what if it ends in a tie? It might not even end in a field goal. It might just end in a tie. Now that would be funny. That shit would be hilarious if it ended in a tie. And there's a chance it does. We're going to get the Rams out there again. They're going to get a drive. Defense has started to look good. Will Stenson Bennett be out there when the Rams come back on the field to throw his 4th pick, or are they going to get him out of there? I think Bennett's still going to be out there. I think he's their third quarterback. Let's see what he can do. Bennett, I hope he throws a 4th pick. Give us that 4th interception. Zim is D. Yeah, Bennett's still out there. Hands it off to 21. 21's got some room. Cowboys defense is there to give him a couple pops. Now they're out here interviewing another coach. A coach, or maybe he's a player. I don't know. I can't really hear. Yeah. Sorry, he is a player. Michael Hoyt. Not even going to try to pronounce his name. Ooh, big pop. Can Bennett drive the LA Rams down for a game-winning touchdown? Because if they score a touchdown, it's going to be tough. If the Rams score a touchdown here, it's going to be seriously tough for the Cowboys to get back and tie it up. 3rd and 1. Rams pick up a 1st down. And they still march. They keep rolling. Who's going to step up? Is it going to be Zim and his nips? We don't know. We got 1st down, though. They might just keep running it. They've had success. Some success on the Rams for the Rams this drive. They had a nice starting field position due to the 4th and 6 out. Cowboys defense playing tough. 33, Julius Woods, I believe was his name. Playing tough. Julius Wood with a nice tackle. He had that 3rd interception. Love to see when you get a guy like Julius Wood, number 33, that no one knows too much about, and you see them have a good preseason. An interception, then this nice tackle with only a couple yard gain. I love to see that. I'm trying to call the play, but I'm just watching this dipshit get interviewed. So now we got the Rams back out there in shotgun, empty set. Bennett's thrown to the middle. Easy tap up, almost a pick. Guess who it is in the area again? Julius Wood. If he was a couple steps forward, he would have had a chance. Michael Hoyt. We got 3rd down coming up. Are we going to get to see the Cowboys defense get another pick? 4th quarter, time's ticking. Bennett calling out what he thinks happening on defense, which I don't believe he knows. Cowboys blitzed. Oh, ball dropped. Wigglins. Wigglies. That is the last name and a half. Luckily, he's probably not going to be in the NFL, so I don't have to try to pronounce it. So we got 4th quarter, 6-6. They've currently taken the time off of the board, so I don't know how much time's left in the game. They're also not giving me a down and distance. I think this is 3rd down, so I'm just going to say it's 3rd down. 3rd and 20. Hands up the middle to Scott. Scott's been good. The running back for the Rams, he's looked good, and Whittington for the Rams has looked good. Boston Scott, vet in this league. He's done it for a while. It'd be interesting. Is McVay crazy enough to go for it on this 4th down, or are they just going to punt? Yeah, they're punting. Would have been funny if they went for it. We're going to see a return possibly, or it might just be a touchback. Or a fair catch, sorry. Kicks away. Tyron Billy Johnson just going to let it bounce. Second time it's went into the end zone. Only second punt of the game. Both have been rolled into the end zone. We're going to see Trey Lance, see if he's got what it takes. I want to see a touchdown. I'm cheering for Trey. Let's get it. Come on, Trey. Everybody give their energy to Trey Lance, the Cowboys' starting quarterback for this game. Or, sorry, Cooper Rush was technically the starter. But he's gotten a lot of playing time, and let's get a touchdown. Let's get out of this game with a little bit of success on the offense. He's marched it down a couple times, but failed to hit pay dirt. I'm hoping for it. I'm hoping for it, man. I think everyone is. Give us some excitement. Round out this game with a little excitement. Let's go, Trey. Let's go, Trey. Snoop Connor, big run would be nice. Chat, what are you guys' thought? Who has been the player, the Kraken player of the game so far? Or is that going to be dependent on who scores the winning touchdown? That's what I want to know. Give me who you guys think is the Kraken player of the game so far. It's tough for me. I don't know if I'll be able to pick. I might need some sway from chat, or I might just need to see a big play to win a game. Right now, Aubrey's the only one that's gotten them points. Do I have to pick Aubrey? Do I need Aubrey to be the player of the game? If Trey Lance marches the Cowboys down here 75 yards and gets a touchdown, he's my Kraken player of the game. If he throws a pick six, he's my jockstrap of the game. Either way, I'm ready for it. Leah in chat saying whoever scores is her Kraken player of the game. I feel that. 6-6 fourth quarter. I can't help but laugh about that. That's just too funny. Bennett, 4 for 5, 46 yards, 5 rush yards on first scoring drive of the game. And since then, nada. Rolando Rodriguez, Dak's agent is happy and laughing after Trey Lance's performance. Cheers, crack him if you got him. Go Cowboys. Well, we're going to see what Trey can do. Michael Clark saying if anyone should get it, it should be Mikey Zim. Ooh. Man, that should have been caught. Does anyone know who that is, that number there? It's number 6, but I don't have him in my book. Burnett. He should have had that. Burnett should have had that ball. Trey Lance takes it on a keeper. He picks up about 3. Still not getting much. So we're going 3rd and about 7. Don't love that. Come on, Trey. Man, the Rams just have some crazy names on their teams. I like I was going to attempt it. I was going to attempt that. So we got 3rd and 7. 3rd and 9, actually. Trey Lance running back to his left. Hikes it, looks down, unloads. First down. Burnett hangs on to it this time. Trey Bay. Trey Bay doing his thing. Come on, Trey. All the chat's cheering for you. We need to see a touchdown. 1st and 10. Dropping back, looking to his left, lets it go. Oh! Nice catch. Got hit, but hung on to it. Gain of 12. Look at this. Goes up, catches it, gets his legs cut out from him. Hangs on to that rock, though. That's what you like to see. Boom, baby. Whew, that was a nice pop and a nice catch. 1st and 10. Handoff up the gut. Gain of roughly 3. Got some Nathaniel Pete checking in. Yeah, I called him Trey Bay. It just rhymes too nicely. We need it. We need it. We know it's only preseason, but we need a touchdown. Let us feel good. Trey's lining up under center. Lance. Trey Lance. Nathaniel Pete in the backfield. Play action. Trey Lance looking yard. Settles for an intermediate foot throw by 84. Who's truck sticking people? That is... So that must be a new pickup too, because he is not in the training book guide, 84. But I like this. Look at this. Goes up and catches it, and then truck stick. Oh, that was a user catch, and then that was... So that's Harmon with the user catch, and then ties it into a couple truck sticks. That's what we like to see. Trey Lance Hutton it, looking, going deep, stepping up, firing in the middle. Caught by Tyron Billy Johnson. It's a perfect time for one of these. Crack them if you got them, son. This is a nice looking drive. I ain't hating this drive, guys. And girls. Ladies and gents. Men and women. Whatever you want to say. Trey waving at people. Snoop Connor to his right. He's got the 3rd string offensive line ahead of him. He eyeballed that. He just stared that receiver down a little bit too long. McMath's out there. Dropped it. Trey Lance kind of stared him down a little bit. But they got a chance. 6-6. 6-6 with 6 minutes left. Classic. 3rd and 4. At this point, do you just settle for the field goal just to have the lead? Oh, there. You've dropped it. McMath. Wow. That is a way to get your ass kicked off the team. They're going to kick the field goal, too. Man, that's shitty for Trey. McMath with a drop. Pathetic. McMath, what the hell are you doing? Well, let's go, Aubrey. Let's see what you got. Kick it through. Get the lead. There it is. There it is. Aubrey right now, the Kraken player of the game's got to be Aubrey at this point. Man, how do you drop that? Wide open for a first down. Try to make an NFL team, and you drop that ball. Something you've been doing since you were a kid. You've been catching a football since you were a kid, and you decide in the biggest moment of your career, your football career, to not take it in twice. McMath. More like Mick drops. Which sounds like a tasty burger for McDonald's. 9-6, Dallas Cowboys with 6 minutes left in this game. Can they hold Sean McVay and Stenson Bennett to one more 3-and-out or interception? Or is Bennett going to find it within himself to have some sort of miracle drive and have everyone forget about his 3 bonehead throws? I agree, AJ. Right now, Aubrey's the Kraken player of the game. Without a doubt. Rolando Rodriguez in chat. Field goals never win games in real games. In the playoffs. Cheers, Kraken, if you got him. You ain't wrong, Rolando. Settling for field goals in an actual game against actual NFL players, starters, If you ain't getting touchdowns, you're gonna lose. You let them hang around. The Cowboys are winning the turnover battle 3-0, and they're winning 9-6. What's that tell you? So I'm just hoping there's not a defensive touchdown so I don't have to do a screech shot by myself. That's all I'm hoping. Can Zimmer's defense do it one more time? That's what we're all wondering. That's what we're all asking ourselves. Can he do it? Can Zim do it? We're going to find out. I think he can. I also think he will. It's kind of pathetic, though, with all these dudes trying to make an NFL team, and we're picking our Kraken player of the game as our kicker, right? No disrespect to Aubrey, but nobody out there for the Cowboys stood out crazy amount. Even the interceptions, I think it was more so bonehead throws by Stenson Bennett than it was great plays by the Cowboys D. A pick six to end it would be great for content. You're not wrong, Jenkins. That would be a wonderful way to have it go. Elias still can't believe in the McMath drop. That was wild. Made no sense. The Rams are going to get a chance to run it back, and he's got some steam. Flag on the play, though. Xavier Smith looking like he was shot out of a damn cannon. Bennett looking like he's just been shot by a cannon. Guy looks stunned. Oh, I'm supposed to be playing football? Yeah, this is the NFL. Steady boy. This ain't no college no more, man. This year with the big dogs. Even the backups are good. We'll see it. Okay. Each team had a penalty. False start. What is this? Yeah, false start on Dallas and then a hold on the offense. Offset redo. Sorry, illegal formation. Yeah, we got a re-kick. If they end this game with coaching cam, I'm punching a screen. I'm just going to say that. If it goes to coach cam one more time, I'm punching a screen. I don't punch screens over wins or losses. I'll punch a screen over coach cam. There's not many things in life I'll punch a screen over. Coach cam is one of them. Stupidest invention ever. Coach cam. Like, who gives a shit what the coach is doing? Give me anything other than coach cam. Oh, yeah, unless it's Fossil. I'll watch John Fossil storm around on the sideline all day. Vasectomy Jones? Yeah, baby. So we're getting a re-kick here, guys. Let's see what can happen. Thoughts on this new kickoff? I don't think I mind it. Now we're starting to see a little bit of kickoffs happen. Boston Scott returning. Another flag. What? Holding on the offense again on the return team. At least there wasn't on the defense again, so we don't have to re-kick it. Oh, yeah, you're right. David Zuka in the chat, what about McCarthy cam? Yeah, I'll watch McCarthy all day. I actually want to see Mike McCarthy Whataburger cam, where whenever he goes into a Whataburger, they film him eat his 6 cheeseburgers. Like, I would watch that all day with Mike McCarthy. That would have millions of views on YouTube, guaranteed. Coach cam is like playing Madden on coach mode. Couldn't agree more. Okay, let's get it. Bennett, I'm really hoping with your 5:54 left in the game, you throw another pick. Just dishes it down. Big yards. That's a pretty big gain by the Rams. Cowboys had a little bit of pressure there. I'm not sure if they brought a blitz in, but it was one of the times that it seemed like they were getting a little bit close to Bennett, but then Bennett just found the open receiver. Who's going to step up for the Cowboys here? Got a bunch of dudes fighting for a spot, fighting for practice squad spots. This is your chance. 3's in motion. Looks like they're just handing it off. Oh, there we go. TFL. Tackle for a loss for the Cowboys defense. That's a nice way to start off first down. Going to be second in about 13. 5 minutes left in the game. Nine, 6. 3 field goals. How impressive. Eastside Herald's so impressed that he even put it in caps lock. Jenkins is saying a Zim versus McCarthy eating contest. I don't know. Those skinny guys sometimes can pack food back. 2nd and 12. Play action pass. Looking deep. Cowboys were closing in. Picked! No way! He's going! 4th interception of the day. Mugginson said, let's go. Mugginson said, yeah, my name might be long and weird, but my hair ain't. My hair's beautiful. Bennett, you fucking bum. 4th pick, baby. That's the 4th one. Drops back, looks. Mugginson just right underneath. I was hoping he wasn't going to score because I was thinking I was going to be doing a screech shot. I'm really glad. I was like, oh, God, I'm going to be doing a screech shot by myself. Because I would have. If special team touchdown, defensive touchdown, doesn't matter what the game is, doesn't matter if it's preseason, postseason, offseason, regular season, you're screech shotting. Trey Lance looking frazzled, looking down field still, cutting back, decides to run, gets hit. Essentially got cradled. Four interceptions. Man, that is not a good way to start your NFL career. Trey Lance looked a little frazzled here, didn't have anyone open. Was looking downfield, tried to run, ran into the back of 75. Yard sailed him forward. He looks hurt. Burnett with a little jet sweep. They got something. A little cutback, a little up the field. Out of bounds. Some gains. Another flag. Third and long. Second and 20. Trey Lance. Can he do it? Fires it. Sailed it. Sailed it, though. Oh, man. Third and 18. We might get an Aubrey. We might have an Aubrey fourth field goal, man. Solo screech. Nobody wanted to do that. Screech him if you reach him. Third and 18. Oh, and it's burned and turned. Dang, son. So again, couldn't extend or capitalize on the defensive turnover. Trey Lance and the offensive line or offense just kind of sputtered. Granted, he was getting blitzed pretty heavy there. It's amazing that he even got the ball off. It's amazing he got the ball off there. I give props there. That was the guy. The guy was coming in fast. So we're getting automatic Aubrey out there for his fifth field goal attempt. He is 3 for 4 currently, And our Kraken player of the game, Brandon Aubrey, with his 4th field goal made. Have to give it to him. Rams are still alive, though. 12-6, the Rams still have a chance. All they have to do is score a touchdown. Yeah, Stenson Ben, he threw 4 interceptions. Cowboys didn't capitalize enough on them, and he still has a chance to go down and win this ball game. Kyler Gaming, not one person blocked for the running back. Maybe they hate him. Maybe they want him off the team. Who knows? Bot G, boots on the ground, Eric Serrato, Brandon Aubrey show. And then Jenkins, I thought I got out of jail free saying no screenshot, but there's clearly still a chance. Peelsy saying there's literally no way the Rams could win. Unfortunately, there is. They just have to score a touchdown. I know what you're saying. They've played so bad that they're not going to win, but there's still a chance. I would love another Bennett pick. 5? 5 in your preseason opener? I feel bad for the guy a little bit. Jenkins, no. 5 picks, maybe, but it has to be called prior to the game. I agree. I think if a quarterback throws 3 picks, it should be in contention of a screenshot. But the rules have to be made before the game. Ain't nobody want to be doing screenshots by themselves. I'll tell you that much. I definitely don't want to be doing a screenshot by myself. Let's see what Bennett has. Can he take this team down and get the lead 13-12 against the Cowboys? He huts it and looks to his right. Looks like there was a pre-snap penalty. We'll hear what the Zebras say. Offense, 16. That's 5, bitch. False start, bitch. Move back, bitch. Bachi, we are going to get brother Adrian and Nate here possibly Wednesday or next preseason game, and we'll be shooting them for boots in them. First and 15, Rams still, it's crazy. You'd think in a game where your offense had 4 turnovers, you wouldn't have a chance to win at the end of the game. To even be in this situation where you have a chance to win the game after 4 interceptions is mind-boggling. That just shows how incompetent both offenses were today. Little check down. Boston Scott has been, in my eyes, the best Rams player. He was not only has he done it on the ground, he's done it in the air too. 2:45 left. Can Bennett do it? Can Bennett and the boys do it? Or can Bennett be stopped by the boys? For the 5th pick, he's thrown and he's sacked. First sack of the game, killed. That is some good timing. Johnson with the smackdown. Watch him. Nice blitz. Running back made a business decision on who he was blocking there. He took the smaller guy. Let's just say that. Oh, big pops, baby. 3rd and 18. Bennett drop him back. Dishing it to his right. Nice catch. Not going to be enough. And the Rams they have to go for it here. Fourth and 9. This is essentially the game. Although they will have the 2-minute warning and their 3 timeouts, there's a possibility they get the ball back. But I think they're close enough. I think if the Cowboys turn it all over here, they're close enough to kick a field goal. So we'll see here. 4th and 9. Bennett's dropping back. 4th and 9. Dropping back, looking to his left. Throwing it. Picked. No way. 5th pick. He's running it. There's a flag, though. There's a flag, though. Cowboys, 5 picks. We got to wait to see what the flag is. Man, oh man. It's on the Cowboys. No pick. Keeps the drive alive. Holding. That's a hold on the Cowboys.
What do you want? That wasn't a hold. What do you want? That wasn't a hold.
Bennett was just like, oh, thank God. No screecheroo, thankfully. So the Bennett and the boys are still marching and have a chance. Will they get it? Hey, AJ, I don't know if you noticed, but we just hit 101 concurrent viewers. That means you have to shotgun a tall boy, baby. Bandwagon boy 2, wherever you're at, get yourself a tall boy, shotgun it. You better be filming it too. Because you said 100 concurrent viewers, I will shotgun a tall boy. Don't be writing checks that your ass can't handle, or check, or cash. I'm trying to say sayings before I know exactly what the saying is. So they're still doing it. He's still doing it. Bennett is still out there slanging and banging. Is it going to happen? Can he do it? I hope not. I don't want Aubrey to lose his player of the game. Because I have a hard time giving Kraken player of the game away when it's a loss, even if it's a preseason loss. So right now Aubrey has it, but if the Rams go down and score and Bennett ends up hoisting this preseason win, I think Aubrey defaults losing the Kraken player of the game. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to just see. We'll have to wait and see. 5 picks in a game. That's tough to do. That isn't easy. Come on, AJ. 100 concurrent ones. Crack them if you got them, baby. Shotgun that tall boy. I like it, doubling down. They're playing right now? I'm watching a commercial. I'm on a commercial. I'm on a TV timeout right now. As you can see from the Missy 2 boots. Last week was a blast. Had a great time down in Cali. Guys, do you think Bennett can do it? Oh man, if Trey Lance had thrown 4 picks, the world would be, it'd be insane. I'm glad that Trey hasn't given the ball up. There is something to say for that. Trey Lance had a turnover-free game, and there is something to say about that. B-Unit saying, can't wait to see you boys live for some football. F and A, buddy. BW2, everyone out there right now, crack them if you got them, son. And we're live again, back with, oh shit, what the fuck did I just do? I hit some button. I hit a button that I didn't know. Okay, Bennett's dropping back. Can he throw a 5th pick? Nice little check down in the middle. They got 1:50, so Bennett and the boys have a 2-minute drill. His first 2-minute drill attempt in the NFL. After throwing 4 interceptions, he still has a chance to win the game, which is appalling. It's insane. That off of 4 turnovers, the Cowboys have scored, I think, maybe 6 points. Pretty wild. But here we are. Bennett, can you do it? Can you show everyone that didn't want to draft you why you were a good choice? Because if he wins, I'll say this much, guys. Even if he wins, if Bennett somehow pulls off this dub, people aren't going to care about those 4 interceptions. They're going to be like, well, in gut check time, with 2 minutes left, he went down and got it done. So we're going to see. LA with the false start. Minute 39 left. 2nd and 10. Can he do it? Can Bennett do it? I would love to see a sack fumble. I mean, it would be funny if he throws another interception. It would be very comical. 2nd and 10, takes the snap. He's looking, and he's just checking down. But they pick up a first down. You better get on the ball, Bennett boy. You better snap that shit. You better get up there, man. Gets it off quite quickly. Didn't waste much time. Fires in the middle of the field where he's been picked off a couple times. And number 3 on the Rams looked like he may have just got hurt. And a flag has been thrown. Not sure what the flag is, but number 3 looks banged up for the Rams. Sean McVay's out there. Not sure why. Sean McVay wanted to check out his undrafted rookie wide receiver, make sure he's okay. Maybe slip a finger in his butthole. Ooh. Unnecessary roughness penalty on top of that. I got to take a peek at this. What's the unnecessary roughness penalty? The punch? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I can see it. I can agree with that. He was maybe a little bit late and a little bit high up. Personal foul on Dallas. Going to move the Rams 15 yards closer to pay dirt. Bennett's going to need all the help he can get. 15 yards has been tough for him to get in the second half. 3 is up. Everyone's clapping for him. I'll give him a clap. I'm not above that. I don't ever want to see anyone get hurt. The only person that I want to watch an NFL game and see get hurt is Nick Sirianni. I wouldn't mind seeing Nick Sirianni get taken out in a game and be hurt. That'd be all right. Peasley VR, this is literally one of the Rams' worst games ever in preseason. Kyler Gaming, he was already down. And Jenkins Gaming is saying that is weak. They're just trying to give the fans an exciting end, guys. And we're going to see an exciting end. Can't hate that. I'm excited. It's a preseason game, and I'm jacked up right now. Who's gonna make the play of the game? David Zuka, imagine Bennett throws another pick, man. I'll laugh. And then Ultra Cowboys rolled back in. Typical Cowboys always choke down the stretch. Same mindset. Ultra, we love you, buddy. Football's back, though, Ultra. We can agree on that, right? We're all happy as fans. Gotta love watching football. Now Ultra's double downing with the Rams will win. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to get ourselves an exciting end to this game. For better or worse. How funny would it be they score a touchdown and then miss the extra point? That shit would be hilarious. Minute 15 left. Rams are on the 30. Pitching it out to Scott. Scott's got some life. He's got some room. Nice pop. Nice hit. 39 with the big pop there. Emily Johnson with a big hit. Dropping that shoulders. Now the Rams lining up with 55 seconds left, 2nd and 3. Bennett just gets rid of it real quick, and he's open. Out of bounds. Clock stopped. 49 seconds left. We got ourselves something here, guys. Being able to even have a chance to win the game after throwing 4 interceptions is so mind-boggling. Oh, man, that's funny. Bennett's dropping back. He's looking deep. He's got someone in the middle of the field. Picks up the first down. Time's ticking down. 36 seconds left. Rams are lining up on the ball. Bennett, what do you got? He hikes it. Gives the ball off to Scott. Scott cuts back. Scott tackled. Be surprised if the Rams don't take a timeout here. Yeah, the Rams are going to take their first timeout. 26 seconds left. Rams are in the red zone with the chance to win this game. The storyline of the game, if the Cowboys lose, will be, how the fuck do you only score 12 points out off of 4 turnovers? How is that even possible? But we're about to find out. Cowboys defense has carried the team, and now they have to do it one last time. 12-6, Dallas elite ahead over LA. 26 long seconds left. You know how it is. Last minute of a game when every team has all their timeouts. It can last a long time. Do the Rams just pull the Band-Aid and score? Or does the Dallas defense step up? You got big Rodgers in the middle, Justin Rodgers tackling it up. Daxon ain't no small man either. Got to play tough. This is wild. Hey, man, we just hope for exciting games as fans, especially in the preseason where not much is on the line. And we're getting ourselves an exciting one here. Rams are on the 7-yard line. 6-yard line, I should say. 2nd and goal to go. Bennett is in empty set. Drop him back. He's looking. He's scanning the field. He dumps it off. He runs it. He picks up about 2 yards. More importantly, got to use a timeout. Wasting some of the clock in that situation isn't the worst thing for the Rams either. Having Bennett not, like, it was honestly probably better that he didn't throw an incompletion. Rodgers and Daxon with a nice tackle. Sorry, Muhammad and Justin Rodgers. Taking off some clock and forcing them to take a timeout probably worked in their favor more than anything. We're here. Let's go, Cowboys. Cowboys Nation. Let's see if we can play this one out. Sean McVay walking down with that smug fucking look on his face. No, Jenkins, he got a few yards. So he fell forward and picked up a couple yards. So technically wasn't a sack. 3rd and goal. Bennett, what do you have? Can you redeem yourself? Steps back. He's looking. He throws it out of the end zone. We're going to get 4th and goal. We're going to get the play for the game. Win or lose. It's coming down to one play. How in the world is this game coming down to one play? I have no idea. No clue how this has gotten to this point. Let's see what you got, McVay. You got one play in your book. He's laughing because he knows. He's like, yeah, it's preseason. But a preseason win feels better than a preseason loss. Here it is. 4th and goal. Can Bennett will himself to win this game, or will the Dallas Cowboys defense stutter him out one more time? Dropping back, looking to his right, looks to his left, gets a little heat, scrambles to his left, throws to the end zone. Touchdown! Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Man, oh man. $38, let his guy go. This is what happens. I don't know who said it earlier in the chat, but they said, you kick field goals long enough, and this is what happens. Come on, wide left, 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 wide left. Oh, man, what a joke. What a joke. I laugh because, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. 38. Who's 38? Because he's the shit. He's the goat of the game. Josh DeBerry, and I don't mean goat as in good. I mean goat as in he needs to go eat some garbage because he let his man. Bah. Stenson Bennett, you smug-looking bastard. Hey, you got to give credit to the kid after throwing 4 picks. marches his team down there and scores with 4 seconds left to essentially win the game. Eastside Herald up in here giving us the eyes because he thinks we're good looking. It's laughable. I don't know what else to say than laughable. Pure laughing. That's what happens when you get 4 damn interceptions and you come away with 12 points. How's that even possible? You had 4 interceptions. How do you get 12 points? Man. Penalty at the last drive gave him a free 15 yards. $12 points. Not going to win you very many games. 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers, that should win you almost every single game. You get 4 turnovers, you need to win. 12 points is just pathetic, to say the least. Now I can't even give my guy Aubrey the player of the game because there just was no player of the game. David Durden's going to be returning this kick. This would be insane. Damn entertainment. It's preseason. We're going to be all right. I know, man. You're not wrong. All right, we're going to get a chance at least. Make it fun. Oh, did anyone else think when he cut there? Did anyone else think when he cut there that we had a chance? I know for a fact when he cut back, we thought he had a chance. Well, I don't know what to say. That's a little kind of a kick in the dick a little bit just because the defense played pretty well, 4 interceptions. And then we just had to watch the offense sputter after sputter after sputter after sputter. So it's a little tricky. Hard to be happy about it. You also can't be upset about it. Like, take this with a grain of salt. It's the preseason. So take what you will from this game. There were some goods. There were some bads. 4 turnovers is always going to be a good sign. But the fact that we couldn't score off of those is bad. That's tough, though. Superbot Sauce is saying there was holding on that scoring play. Yeah, I saw a little something on that left tackle area. I'm just going to go through the stats real quick of the game. Just want to take a look at the stats of some of the players here for the Rams-Cowboys game. Player stats. Trey Lance, 25 for 41, 188 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. So the 0 interceptions, that's great. Like, I love the fact that he didn't have any interceptions, didn't turn the ball over. That's great. The 25 for 41 for 188 yards, that's not the most amazing thing on the planet. Cooper Rush was 2 for 3 for 44 yards. Our leading rusher of the day was Trey Lance with 6 carries for 44 yards and a 7.3 average. Malik Davis came in second with 8 carries for 18 yards and a 2.2 yard average, which is not great. Rico Dowdle, probably the most efficient running back out there today. 3 carries for 14 yards for a 4.7 yards per carry. Jay Connor, also known as Snoop Connor, 3 carries, 10 yards. Nothing crazy. Nathaniel Pete, 2 carries, 5 yards. And then receiving, we didn't get a whole lot. Jalen Brooks, who looked good. He only had 2 catches, but he had 49 yards. Kay Harmon, 2 catches, 38 yards. Jalen Cropper, 4 catches for 26 yards. And then we'll jump over to the defense. Marquez Bell, 6 tackles for Marquez Bell with 3 assists and 1 interception. So Bell was out there flying around today. We like to see that. Guys that got interceptions, Marquez Bell, Eric Scott Jr., Julius Wood, and our guy Brock Mogensen. Take what you will from that game, guys. Yeah, it's preseason. Take what you will. Alrighty, well, we will be back live. I held it down here, did my best to shoot the shit with some Cowboys fans, watch a preseason game. I had a great time. I really did. We will be back Wednesday night for our main event. We'll discuss this preseason game. We'll also discuss who the Cowboys play next, which is the Raiders. And we'll kind of just talk about what we saw at camp and who we think is going to have a really big season. So appreciate everyone that stopped by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. And if you know a Rams fan out there, I got one thing that you can go and ahead and tell them. You can go and tell them to go fuck themselves, baby!
Woo! Let's go! There is a flag. Could be on defense. Yeah, Toby! Toby, I told ya. Number 8.